Okay. Yes, we are also live on YouTube now. Yes, all of you, come on video, all groups. Okay. Yes, we are also live. Come on video, everyone, all groups. Are all groups here? Pani is curious. How is the background coming? Yeah, can someone just go to all the groups and just ask them to come here, over here? Yes. Yes, I'm sharing the YouTube link as well, putting it everywhere. Can someone put this YouTube link on in everyone? Yeah. Okay, putting the link of the YouTube everywhere. Awesome. Okay. So yes, all groups, everyone, please come on video. Let us have all of you. Each group, can you put on the chat if you are present? Group 1, group 2, just say present, present, present on the chat. Come on. Group 4 present, group 2 present. One person per group. Put present. DJ9 is present. Group 9 is present. Group 5 is present. Yes. Yes. Group 5, group 2, group 4. Yes, awesome. Okay, so this is the final presentation of the 48-hour hackathon, the UXM Designathon. Yes, so very excited finally for seeing your final presentations. A lot of yeah. So yeah. Okay, so a lot has happened in the last 48 hours. 9 teams, each team having around 6 members. All of them participated in this intensive hackathon, which happened for more than 48 hours, not just 48 hours. I'll share my screen and kind of explain what all has happened in this 48 hours. Okay. But firstly, a big thanks to all the people who have participated, who have invested their 48 hours in this event in a sleepless manner. A lot of people had probably just had 1 or 2 hours of sleep in the last 48 hours and still pretty much excited for the final presentation. So yes, let me show all the faces, all the excited faces over here. Yeah. So big thank you to all of you for participating. For those people watching it live, this is a part of the UX Career Accelerator program hosted by Growth School, conducted by UX Anudeep. So all the students are a part of that program. And as a part of the program, we keep having designathons, and this is one designathon, right? So that's for the context. Okay. So yes. Okay. So let me give an overview of what all happened till now. So I'm sharing my screen. Let me know once you can see my screen. Can you see my screen? Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, Anudeep.
Yes, Anudeep.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yes, Anudeep.
Yeah. Okay. So yes, UXM Designathon July 2022. So this was the initial schedule which we thought we'll have, but it's a hackathon. Nobody knows what will happen when. So, but yeah, over the 2 days, it started at 9 p.m. on Friday, and there were multiple checkpoints, multiple submissions, and all that which have happened. So you have, but yeah, we were like, the final presentation itself was supposed to be at 7 p.m. But here we are 5.5 hours later at 11:30 p.m. But that's exactly what happens in hackathons. But trust me, what has happened in this 48 hours is totally worth it. You will be seeing amazing stuff which students like all of you are who are watching, right? All these people are just future versions of yourself. All those people who are equally confused, equally having the same kind of doubts, all of them have done this amazing feat. So I was pretty excited looking at all the stuff they have done, and I hope you're also pretty much excited to look at all the stuff they're going to present, right? So they worked on multiple problem statements. There were 9 teams. Each team had selected one problem statement each. So the problem statements varied with multiple popular products which we all use on a daily basis: OLX, Urban Company, Healthify Me, Bumble, Agio, Zepto, Early Salary, Oyo, Rapido, Book My Show, Lenskart. Out of this, 9 teams selected 9 different problem statements. Of course, it didn't happen at once. All teams fought for problem statements. Multiple teams had multiple preferences. Like a lot of people selected, what was it, Agio, and a lot of people also selected Healthify Me, Urban Company. And then live calls, people fought for their problem statements, submitted why is it that it should be, what that problem statement should be awarded to them, by telling what is unfair advantage they have as a team. And after all that, finally, teams were distributed with different problem statements after all the fights were resolved. So yes, we also have fighting through which we also learn, right? A lot of learnings just on the fight we had about defending ourselves and why is it that we need to solve that kind of a problem statement, right? Okay. Then teams were also given multiple workbooks as reference so that they can work on these projects. And here I need to give special thanks to the people who have been a part of the community. So I'm just going to, the team, all the volunteers who have helped us in the building of the workbooks. Please raise your hands. Let me quickly spotlight you and showcase your efforts over here. All of you. Yes, please come on video and just yes, Manoj, Rahul, Shweta, Sunaina, all of you, please, please say, even whatever, just congratulate them, say thank you, whatever, or say OP on the chat. All these people are students of the program who have extended their help to volunteer, and what they have built is so amazing, based on which 9 different teams, each with 6 different people, over 60 people, could do their portfolio projects, not normal projects, very, very good projects. So the last 2 weeks, these people have worked and created like a lot of sleepless nights and created multiple workbooks, which these people can work on and do their projects. So I'll be giving a quick sneak peek of the projects as well, but thank you so much, all the team volunteers. So yes, volunteers OP, a lot of volunteers OP on the chat. So yes, thank you so much, all of you. Your efforts will stay there for a lot of I can't think, yeah, probably cohorts and cohorts of students will keep seeing the workbooks, participating in multiple hackathons, doing multiple portfolio projects, and it just doesn't stop here. All these workbooks will totally help them build very strong projects, and even after they join companies, for all the problems they'll be solving, they'll most of them will be still using these workbooks because these workbooks are very strong, right? So thank you for all your efforts for helping me building these workbooks. And yes, and I know you will also continue to help me with the workbooks, because we'll only keep making them better and keep making our community even more stronger, right? So thank you so much, all of you, for this effort. Yes. Okay, just quickly, Rahul, do you want to say something on behalf of the volunteer team about your experience? Quick, one word, one line.
Yeah. So I'm sure everybody took this as an opportunity to play a role they have never played in their life.
Yeah.
So, and take back from it.
Yes. I mean, yeah, all of them, much better than just normal students who are doing projects. All of them have also learned a lot of management skills with this, a lot of soft skills, a lot of writing skills, and yeah, whatnot. This is an even more stronger portfolio than just doing the projects, right? So awesome. Really happy. Yes. Okay. Yes. I hope Zoom had this feature where I could remove everyone's spotlight at once. Or probably it's there, it's not so discoverable. Yes. Okay. So let me also quickly show the kind of workbooks these people have worked on. Yes, we have, if you can see, very detailed workbooks. Of course, these are the kind of workbooks which I have made, obviously, with the help of a lot of volunteers for all the projects. We do 4 projects over here, including this one. So we had 3 projects. Now we have 1 more project. So very much well explained, all the steps, everything over here, over multiple workbooks, understanding the problems, building up hypothesis in the first workbook, then going and conducting primary research, secondary research, conducting usability tests and all that in the second workbook, right? Going and ideating with a lot of stuff, building wireframes and building all those concepts in the third workbook. And of course, it starts with analyzing the data. And then again, building the UI for that and conducting usability tests again, creating prototypes and conducting usability tests and changing the UI based on the feedback. So in this manner, these workbooks are filled with a lot of very much power packed stuff, step by step guiding these students on how to do their projects. Okay. So yeah, that's a small overview of the workbooks. And again, thanks to the team for volunteering and helping us build these, right? Okay, so with that being said, then the teams for the last 48 hours, all of them have not just worked on these problem statements, but have also created extensive reports of everything that they have done. If you can see over here, it's just one sample report. They've worked on extensively on all these things. So all the solutions which you're going to see from the videos which they're going to present today, they didn't happen randomly. They've put in a lot of effort. You can see over here a lot of explanations about why they did what, and it's a lot of step-by-step process which is followed and realized, right? So yes, we'll be going through a lot of these in the videos which they have presented. I'm just showing few samples over here, right? So, and not just this, while they were writing and documenting, they also worked on FigJam collaboratively, multiple people. So you can see they have, there is an initial flow they have represented. And after that, they started evaluating multiple competitors as well, right? As you can see on the screen, they have come up with their hypothesis. and they come up with their research insights, secondary research, primary research, a lot of insights from their research, right? And you can also see ideation, a lot of how might be questions based on the problems they have identified. You can see wireframes and all the things which they have explored over here, right? And yeah, the final screens which they have made, all the changes which they have made after the usability testing and all. So yes, a lot of work happened in the background in the last 48 hours. Totally unimaginable how these people, I mean, it always happens, but it always blows my mind how these people, all the teams, put so much effort and complete so much in just 48 hours, right? So yes, the reason I'm showing all this is because I really want to blow your minds and showcase how much mind-blowing effort goes in the last 48 hours, right? So yes, so special thanks to all the students who have invested the last 48 hours into this process and worked a very hard building all this. And let me tell you, these solutions are pretty high standard. No, I'm not joking about this. You can see very good improvements done on the existing flows. You'll be seeing these presentations, right? A lot of principles followed. All of these things are supported backwards from a lot of research which they have done. None of these things are simply based on what they think is right or whatever. No, all of them have thought, understood multiple heuristics, multiple principles, a lot of research, primary research, secondary research, and they have presented what is that they are changing, and they have reasoning for everything they did. And all of this is top-notch quality. So yes, and therefore, which that is the main reason I'm very happy, because the kind of results which came out of this are also pretty much like, though these are not, these companies did not really give these problems, but if I am damn sure if like someone like Lenskart or Healthify Me or Zepto, anyone looks at these solutions, I'm damn sure they're going to hire these people, because this quality of work is unmatched for people who are just beginning UX design. Like 3 months ago, these people, 3 or 4 months ago, these people were just beginning and starting into UX design, and now they are creating very mature UX mature solutions. So that's the kind of impact we have over here. So yes, so thank you so much. Thank you so much, all of you. That was great effort. I hope all of you had a quick overview of everything which you have over here, right? So awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much for all those people watching live. I know you want to know where these workbooks are and all that. Obviously, they're all a part of this program. More than those workbooks, more than any of these things, the power we have is the community which we have built over here, all the activities which happen as a part of the community, and most importantly, the mentorship people have. Yes, I'm proud of being their mentor, and I'm sure a lot of students also here can speak for themselves about the kind of mentoring they're receiving, right? So yeah, I'll also quickly showcase the community as well. Yeah, so this is the whole Discord community where everything happened. So yeah, through multiple channels, you can see over here, people are still there. Multiple groups over here. They have been here for last 48 hours, continuously engaging over here, working continuously in groups over here, multiple messages. And yeah, this was the problem statement fight. People are fighting. Yes. So yeah, a lot of stuff which happened. I can't even, there is no way I can speak about all that. So yeah. Okay. So yes, we'll now get to the exciting part of going and starting the presentations. So each team will come forward and share the video of what they have made. And what will happen is all of you are watching this. There will be a story on my Instagram about, so each team will be, once each team presents the presentation, there will be a story on my Instagram for you also to give your feedback and your rating about what you think about the project. So yes, I am not the only one who is evaluating. You are also the people who can add to this evaluation of this competition, right? On top of it, we also have alumni mentors here with us. who are the part of this program and who graduated and become UX designers, product designers at multiple places. So we also have alumni mentors. So alumni mentors, can you quickly raise your hand? I know a few of the alumni mentors had to sleep and go away. So whom do we have over here? We have Kavya. And yes, obviously we also have Rahul. So I'm just adding the spotlight. Rahul, can you also just raise your hand quickly? Yes. So we have alumni mentors also over here. Thank you for joining, Kavya and Rahul. There is also Mridhiba who's going to join a little bit late. But yeah, thank you for joining. So Kavya, just a few words if you want to talk about this program and mentorship quickly. And yeah, and obviously introduce yourself quickly. But yeah.
Hi, so I'm Kavya. I was part of the UX Mastery program. Last year, I joined in around May.
May 2021. Yeah.
So, I mean, since then, it's been like a journey. I just graduated from college and I started this program. And I really cannot, I mean, the mentorship was great. I think everyone in this program already knows how great it is. And not just me, but a lot of the other alumni mentors, a lot of people are now in very nice companies doing pretty well. So I think the course itself speaks. The work that you've done itself will speak for how good this entire
Yes.
thing.
Yeah, totally.
So, yeah, even today when I was looking at all of the work that was being done during the whatever work has been done in the past 48 hours, I was just thinking it's so intensive and so well thought out. And to imagine that you guys have just sort of started out and are like doing all these crazy things. So, I mean, it's great. I'm excited to see all of the presentations. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, awesome. Great. Thank you very much, Kavya, Rahul. So yes, so we'll be announcing the group names. And so please take note of the group names and the group numbers. And yes, you can have your notes for evaluating while they present these videos. Okay. So coming here. Yes. Okay. So the first team which we will have the presentation with is group 5. Okay, so group 5, all of you just quickly raise your hands. I'll spotlight you and showcase you to everyone watching this. Group 5, yes. On video, please, on video. Yes, Judah, Sneha, Elizabeth, yeah, and Sumant. Yeah, anyone else from your team here?
I think Satvik won't be able to make it.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, so let me quickly take one photo.
Even Sai Teja is there from our group.
Yeah, Sai Teja. Sai Teja, on video, please.
He can't actually. Okay.
Yeah. Not visible, but it's fine. Yeah. Okay. Quickly taking a photo for all of you. 3, 2, 1. Student for life.
Yeah. Hi.
Yes. We have Sai Teja finally. Okay. Awesome. Thank you very much. So group 5, please share your screen. Make your video ready. Share your screen. Make sure that you have the audio on when you're sharing your screen, and please play the video. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Who is sharing the screen?
Judah, I'm sharing it.
Yes, please. When you share your screen, please click on audio. Share audio.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The next will be group 2. So group 2, please be ready next.
Is it okay?
Hello everyone, we are the Tech Ninjas consisting of Sai Teja, Sumant, Satvik, Judah, Elizabeth and myself Sneha. Our problem statement goes like this. Evaluate the logging meals flow of Healthify Me app which includes discovering the meal logging, the process of logging, viewing reports with respect to meals, and redesigning the experience to make usability better for users looking for weight loss, leading to increasing in retention and daily active users. Now let's move on to the macro flow. The macro flow that we focused on were discovering the meal logging, the process of logging, and viewing reports with respect to the meals. Now moving on to the hypothesis. My hypothesis is that we have to show coach marks for the nutrition card to educate the users, because my assumption is that the new users might get lost after seeing all those options. The other hypothesis is that we have to share notifications for each and every meal, because my assumption is that the users might forget to enter meal details. The third hypothesis is that we have to add gamification elements, because my assumption is that people might get bored after using the app for a few days. The fourth hypothesis is that we can give peer-to-peer competitors on calorie consumption, because my assumption is that it might challenge the users and might help the business in user engagement. The last and the most important hypothesis, according to me, is that on the home screen nutrition card, we have to remove the diet plan CTA and give a separate CTA for adding the meal, because we feel that the users might think the CTA is for the nutrition card.
After the completion of research and usability study, we noted that the users faced the problems which we initially hypothesized, and gathered all the insights and related them to the particular screens to understand the gaps in the present flow of the app. Some of the insights are: the users were unable to identify the signifiers and found it difficult to select the proper CTAs to continue the flow. And they also found that there is an endless information present in the home screen. Users also felt that the flow of the app can be simplified. Few mentioned that there are too many directions and steps that the user did not want to go through while logging the food. With all these insights, we got to know how the user felt while using the app and came across their pain points. With all this, we validated our initial hypothesis and moved into the design phase.
So hi, after brainstorming and ideating, we did the wireframing for each micro flows, and we were able to come up with more ideas and reiterate the wireframes, and finally started doing the UI. And here we can compare the older UI and the newer one, where the CTAs were not visible, and we were able to make the CTAs better and the visual hierarchy better, and even bring out a visual representation for each food items, so that the user is easily understanding what food to choose rather than the text, and simplifying the select option as well. And we have gone ahead and added congratulation page, where the user knows that he or she has added the item and the process is successful, letting them know. And we have also added a tracker system, gamifying the whole UI, where we have had a food tracker, weight tracker added, where the user can edit weights and choose the weights. So based on that, their targets are changed. We have gamified each and every step, so that the user finds it more interesting for him to not be a one-time user, and the retention rate is reduced, and even the flow of the whole UI is redesigned, so that it's very simple, and the icons are also simplified. So we have made a drastic change to the UI, and we went back to testing.
Yeah. After redesigning the entire flow of food logging, we conducted usability testing sessions to understand design flaws. So overall, usability testing results are positive, but we find some of the improvement areas. And we gave some tasks for the user, like show and explore how they add meals in the app, and how they track breakfast insights. And we asked users about what they understand about the screens, and We also asked the users that where they did not understand in the app or screen. So some of the insights are, few people skipped the banner for tracking the meals, but instead they clicked on food tracking to log their meals. So we thought it might be due to banner blindness, and there is frequently usage of the term track now. So the solution that we came up with is coach marks to educate users. So we gave coach marks explaining the users how to add meals and how they can track their calories and proteins, and how they can see the progress and achievements of them. And in progress screen, one of the users raised a point why we are not showing progress related to the water, as she is already using water tracking. So someone raised a point that rewards point text is not standing out. So the solution that we came up with is, we made some layout changes to accommodate space for adding water tracking progress, and we added one more tile for reward points as it is not standing out. And when it comes to add items screen, we felt adding of meals is a very best option, so that users can add meals directly if they already saved any meals earlier.
We started by understanding the problem statement and the business metric. During this time, we understood the users and identified user sets for the evaluative project. The team went through the app to understand the same and to check what is that the users require from the app. We jotted down the goals and outcomes of solving the problem statement, and that was increasing the retention and daily active users. The team narrowed down the flow to be worked on and did a self-heuristic evaluation on the flows to identify problems. Again, based on non-heuristic evaluation, we identified more problems. With the help of heuristics and from intuition, we prioritized the severity of the problems identified. We then built the hypothesis for all the problems identified. Now that we had listed down our problems, we did a brainstorming session to find solutions for these problems. Secondary research, which includes desk and competitor research, were done to understand different perspectives and to include behavioral and statistical insights. We got 5 users to interview and understood their pain points while using this app. Then we mapped the secondary and primary insights to the user flows by preparing a journey map. During this time, hypotheses and assumptions were validated. For these hypotheses, how might we questions were prepared, and then team brainstormed to ideate the solutions. We drafted the user flows, mapping out each and every step the user takes from the start point to the end point. We then started the wireframe by using a normal pen paper method and made rough sketches. We took the inspiration from the competitor apps and created UI prototypes. Later, we tested the same UI prototypes with 4 users and realized few good points which were then again incorporated. After one iteration, we then finalized the UI prototype. In this hackathon, as a team, we had a lot of learnings and unlearnings. Few of them are that we realized that in 48 hours, we actually can accomplish so many things. Also for an app, we understood that if a flow is very complicated, people might not continue using it. It should be simple, user-friendly and easy to use. We had a great time doing this exercise and looking forward for more. Thank you. Anudeep, you're mute.
Anudeep, you're
Audio,
mute.
audio.
Audio is
Oh,
on.
yeah, sorry. Yes, this is so good, guys. This is really, really good. A lot of work done. It would just been a little better if you could, zoom in a little bit in your video, because I know the work, but you've kind of zoomed out and showed. Can you quickly show some of the screens quickly? Share your screen and show us. Yeah.
From the FigJam.
Yeah, from FigJam or wherever. Just zoom in and show 2 to 3 screens where you have made some improvements. Yeah. But yeah, so much extensive work. Can't believe.
Uh,
Yes. the final solution. Yeah, just zoom in. Yeah, even more. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Okay, so these are, this is where improved meal types, huh?
Yes. Yes, improved.
Quickly go through this.
Yes.
Sneha, can you explain? Because it was too small. I couldn't
I'm on my phone, but can you just go to the first screen? Who was doing it? Yeah, okay.
So on the home itself, you have added a big signifier.
Yeah, because in the first, the original one, like
interesting.
I mentioned, was very confusing. It took us 2 hours to just figure that out. So we just simplified the whole process there.
Yeah, that's
And
good.
you click on the first track now, the track now option, the CTA there. You immediately go to the selecting your meal type, which is your breakfast, lunch, dinner. Again, simplifying the whole process. And you go on to the next screen. You click on whichever, let's say for here, example, dosa. And the next one, if you remember yesterday that we explained that selecting dosa, it was a very, it was 1.57 grams or something selection in the quantity real time, and this thing was different. So we simplified that as well. We just put medium, small, large, and just 1 or 2 quantities that we could increase in. Moving on, the next one, again, once you add that, it gets added here. And, once you select all your, let's say your meals, you just give like a encouraging kind of a this thing to your user, right? Just so that they're motivated to add more meals. And then you move on to your trackers, essentially, that you can quickly just show. Yeah. Okay, fine. Just moved more forward. But yeah, basically the trackers, the food tracker, the weight tracker. Selecting food trackers, basically, if you see, this is just like a meal adding login. But what if I've had my breakfast and in between my breakfast and lunch, I want to go check my calories. So you can just select the food tracker and it'll automatically show you what calories you've had for your breakfast itself. Otherwise, in Healthify, what happened was that once we finished our breakfast and only after you finish your lunch, you could go and check your calories, only after the whole meal, not in between.
This is wonderful. Can you just quickly show the original one?
The original one, Judah, I think you'll have to scroll. Yeah. Oh, you'll see the difference.
So much difference. This is like,
we were very proud. Yeah.
Oh my God, look at the clutter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Show the first screen.
So much better. This is
so this was the quantity one that
we should directly show this to Healthify Me. Like, they can just directly take it and implement. So good. And so well thought out as well. Amazing. Yeah.
So the CTA option here was just very cluttered. If you can
see. So much clutter here. Yeah, beautifully done. Awesome, guys. This makes so much sense. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Wonderful work, wonderful presentation. Thank you so much. So all the people, everyone, can you go on to my Insta story, and we have a story about these people. One second. We have a story about rating the presentation. So can you please quickly go and rate? Yeah. So on the story over here, go to my Instagram story. Yeah, you can also rate for yourself. All the people, please rate whatever you found. Yeah. Awesome. So this, yes, Tech Ninjas is your team name. Yeah. Awesome. Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Anudeep. We had a blast.
Awesome.
But yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Anudeep.
Congrats, guys.
So good. Yes. Okay. Next, let's go to team 2. Yeah. UX minions, right? Raise your hands quickly. Open your mic. Raise your hands. Yes, Nagasai, Himanshu, Pragnya. They even have a background. Whose idea was this?
Himanshu.
That is good. Where did you get this idea from, Himanshu?
Because you also put background in your videos.
That's great. Yeah.
Life for
Yes.
life.
UX minions. Yeah. Why minions?
Because like minions, they destroy everything, but cutely. So we are here to destroy bad UX products, but cutely with like having fun.
Awesome. Yeah. So 3, 2, 1, photo 3, 2, 1, student for life. Yes. Awesome. Thank you very much. Okay. So who's going to present us today? Yes, Pragya. So we have everything ready?
Yep.
Just a second. So the next team will be group 4. So group 4, please be ready. Yes. And after that, it will be group 6. Yeah. Yes. Okay, Pragya, please start.
Hi guys. So our problem statement was to evaluate the product search and filtering flow of Ajio app, which includes search page, product listing page, and filter page, and redesign the entire experience while identifying opportunities to make usability better for working women, our user, which will lead to decrease in bounce rate and increasing in the frequency of use per month. So now we are at hypothesis. So first I'll explain you the current flow of screens in Ajio. So first we have home page, and then we have search page where you search whatever you want. So we search for t-shirts and we only got male options with gender description filters there. So we wanted to try other filters. We tried filters and we did for men and we got this option. So based on all the evaluations we did, we derived like 3 main insights from our hypothesis. So the first one is adding product rating and review and product description. So the small missing details in description create a lot of confusion. So absence of review options and products in description result in bouncing of users. So the second insight we got is making visibility of search page better. So generally people avoid crowding near the surrounding area of search box because search box always have to its own identity in its space to get caught for the user file. So the third insight we got is unnecessary extra categories in filter page and listing page. So providing too many choices at a time can confuse and overwhelm the customer. So it's better to add good filter options which can always help the customer to choose whatever he wants within his respective specific category. Now we come to the primary search insight, and we find that our users, the working women, they do not really get any search history option when they're typing something in the search bar, and there is no auto suggestion of recent search history. Then they face confusion with the categories because categories are in product listing page, outside of the filter page, as well as inside the filter page. So that's where they face huge confusion. And they also cannot see any rating of the product in the listing page itself. They probably will have to go inside the product description and then see the rating, and even there is no rating. So that's the problem they're facing. And this also impacts their decision making quickly. And in filter, they find it very hard to recall the filters that they have applied once they are back in the product listing. Also, when they're in the filter page, they sometimes accidentally select on a reset filter because of the way it is placed in the design.
Now coming to the UI design, we have redesigned all the UI screens with a new UI screen. In this search panel, we are giving the option of recent searches because working women are often busy and they drop their searches in middle. So they can quickly go back what they were searching about and click here and get the results quickly. Also, they can search by the feature of click a photo or upload a photo. So they can get the recent searches or suggestion about whatever friend were wearing in the party. In the listing page, we have clearly given the ratings for all the product items because users were having a problem that they were not getting quality suggestions. Now here, they can quickly see the rating of the product and they can get quality suggestions. Also, there was one problem that in the bottom, there were filter and categories. So people were getting confused and they were mixing and matching the filters and categories and they were not getting quality suggestions. So we have given a clear ribbon on the top with all newest and trending options. Now there, users can find all the training products and new products easily. Coming to the filter section, we have given a number of the results found because users do not know how much results are they getting. They will get in the listing page after applying filter. We have also moved the clear all here because earlier you can see there was reset button here. It was preventing the accidental clearing of all the filters. So there's the one problem we are solving. Now user cannot have the problem of accidental removing of all the filters. Coming to the listing screen after applying all the filters, now we have also applied one chip bar here. Here users can quickly deselect the filter which they do not want to have anymore. They can also play with the newest trending options along with the filters. Also, one more thing, like we have introduced, which was not in the RGO app, there was a feature that users were not aware of, that they can have a sneak view, like they can enlarge the picture and have a good preview of the image. So we have added the signifier here. Now users can easily see what they can have inside the product. After seeing this, the image will look like this. They can have options about the color. They can add it to wishlist, share, etc. So there's the one problem we shared, which not even the RGO was aware of, that user was facing problem. Coming to the next feature.
Usability testing. We gather lots of insights from usability testing. We choose some of the major insights, just like one, clear all. When we search in the history options, why a user wants to delete in a single click all the recent searches, but there is no clear all button available. My second one is when person long pressed on a image on a product, then there is available color options, which makes user deviate from the main purpose. Needs more information about the product. The third one is star. There is rating options available, but it's not clearly visible to the users. The fourth one is to remove all the applied filters. There is button clear all, but it's not visible to all the users easily.
Feedback from usability testing. We just found a few issues from user. So first one is a option of clear all by clicking one big, because users want to clear all the recent history quickly with one action. So we created a clear all option here, indicated with the red color, so which easily user can identify. Second one is a rating text is not visible. So we just made a better one, which is clearly stating what is the rate, and the star color is changed. So to better concept. And next one is highlighting all clear options as well as same looks like first screen. So fourth one is the first here available colors options were removed because it was creating a need of more information related to product in user's mind. So which is basically conflicting with the purpose of clicking the reading content in the product details page. So we just removed that in the next. So long pressing enable and disable feature of sneak view and replaced it with the long press enable bar tab outside and disappear sneak view.
All right, guys. So you have seen our entire process flow in FigJam. Now this is where we have documented our entire journey of 48 hours of the hackathon. We started with about RGO, then the problem statement. This is us when we are angry with a bad UX, so we decided to fix it and do that by the entire design thinking process. We do information mapping, we understand the current user flow, we do self-heuristic evaluation, and then we also do non-self-heuristic evaluation based on intuitions. We have documented everything. We then rate our heuristics based on the severity, and this is again intuition based, which we will be testing later. Now things are getting better, but we're still not fully satisfied, so we continue the process. We do does, think, feel, pain, and opportunity, this entire hypothesis over here based on our heuristics and intuition. Now it's time to test our hypothesis with secondary research. So now it's time to make some hypotheses based on the heuristics that we have. So these are the hypotheses for each page. And after this, we do a secondary research to test it. And we have done benchmarking as well as desk research. This is the desk research. We have written key insights. And as we go ahead, we have provided links here for each of our research. Now, as we go ahead, now it's time to do some primary research. So we interview people and we have written down insights from all of them. Now, after this, we do affinity mapping, but we speed up the process and go to journey mapping right after affinity. And we validate the research we validate the primary research over here and list the entire insights out. From that, we got better idea about how might be statements for problem solving. Once we have the problems here, we sit and ideate each of them. So we ideate on terms of search-related problems, product-related problems, and filter-related problems. And now we also had to decide which problems we are solving and why. So our why needs to be very strong. And that's why we have this entire exercise in the team. Then once we had that, we came to wireframing. We made many wireframes and their iterations. And then we came to final UI screens. We then got them tested with our user. Then we got insights from the users. Then we got insights, and then we again came back and we worked on the UI after that. And yep, that's how our we revised the UI based on the second usability testing. And that's how project came to an end.
Awesome. Wow, that was again completely out of my words. Totally mind blown. A lot of work, a lot of improvements. Couldn't even imagine this much can be done. Wow. So, by the way, people are not realizing over here, all the people who are watching this, the people who were interviewed were real users. They actually went and found real people. Do you want to speak about it, Pragnya?
Yeah, so luckily the product we had was
not just this group, by the way, all groups interviewed real users. And again, after building the experience, they went back to real users and tested them. Yeah. So go ahead, tell me.
Yeah, so
how did you find these people? How did you find these people?
Our user base was working women who use e-commerce for apparel.
Yeah, and also all teams are supposed to work on a single target segment. So they had working women. So where did you find them?
Our friends. So whoever was present, we gave each other our friends because we can't interview our friends. And we messaged.
Did you interview your own friends?
Not our own friends.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, so we interviewed.
You made sure you didn't know the people whom you're interviewing, right?
Yeah. For us, they were complete strangers. I knew them, but Himanshu didn't know her. So it was like that. It was like an exchange of.
Yes. Awesome. So that's great. So this is really good. Very good work. UX Minions. Your video was a little longer than what is expected.
1 minute longer.
But yeah, that is already 2 minutes buffer was given on top of it. You could have easily made it a little shorter, but yes, thank you so much for the extensive work. This is really good work. No doubt about this. Yeah, and we have been getting very good comments on the live as well. So great work, guys. So all the very best. This is going to become a very good portfolio project for all of you. Yeah. Thank you all. Thank you so much. Yes. Okay. So next we will be having team 4. Team 4. What's the team name? Yes. What's the team name?
It's Garlic Bread, previously known as
also forgot.
for effort.
By the way, to go and give a rating for team 2, that is UX Minions, please go to my Instagram story, UX.Anudeep on Instagram story. Please go there and you will be finding the story for going and rating these people. So please go and give a rating on the story over here. Yeah. So yes, awesome. All of you, please give the rating. Yes, we'll be considering the rating while we sit for evaluation as well. Okay, awesome. Great. Okay, so the next team is ready. We have Pani, Sunaina, Shreya. Shreya, where are you? Shreya.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Shreya, Adarsh, and this is Shan. Yes, Shan. Who else is there? Manvi. Anyone else? Okay, so awesome. Welcome all of you. What's the team name?
Now it's garlic bread.
Garlic bread.
Previously
Garlic
known
bread?
as A+ for effort.
Yeah, A+ for effort was the name. Garlic bread.
Yeah, we took the inspiration from our company. So Urban Clap, it was before Urban Clap, and then now it's Urban Company.
Yeah. Okay. Got it. So garlic bread, let's see whether the garlic bread comes out well or gets roasted. Yeah, I obviously know what you have done. So let's see what's going to happen. So let's have the photo. Yes, all of you. Okay, ready? So 3, 2, 1, student for life. Yes, thank you. Awesome. Okay, so who's going to present from garlic bread?
Yeah, I'm going to present. Shreya.
Shreya, yes. How long is your video?
Oh, it's a little long. It's 10 minutes.
Yeah, 10 is fine.
10 minutes or yeah.
You can't be see
10 minutes, 20 seconds.
You can't play the 20 seconds. But anyway, wait, play it fast, quickly.
Yeah. Just let me know.
Awesome. Awesome. Okay. Yeah. Play it. Can't hear. Can't hear. Give the YouTube link to me quickly.
Yeah, sure.
Or whoever can share your screen with audio. When you share your screen, you have to share with audio.
Yeah, I'm sharing it that way.
Did you click on present
I've
with
put
audio?
the link on chat.
Okay, let me share the screen. When you share your screen, you will have to click on share sound.
Oh, okay. I forgot that.
Can you do that
Should
now?
I do it once more? Yeah. Is visible now?
Yes, play it.
Yeah. Hey there, this is Team Garlic Bread presenting an evaluative case study on improving urban companies' user experience. The team members are Adarsh, Aditya, Manvi, Shandil, Shreya, and Sunaina. The problem statement is evaluate the booking custom package flow of urban company app, which includes creating a package, offering alternatives, building the cart, checkout, and redesign the experience while identifying opportunities to make usability better for the working women, which will lead to increase of average order value and reduce bouncing rate. Based on the problem statement, we had to establish user flow, and then the flow includes micro flow and macro flow. For the macro flow, we chose package selection, package customization, and building the cart checkout flow. After conducting research based on heuristics and intuition, we came up with some hypotheses. Some of these include the homepage looks too overwhelming for the users. The categories at the bottom of the screen, and one has to scroll in order to see the categories. Moving towards the second hypothesis, our hypothesis is adding the categorization and hierarchy in the flow would help users to navigate through the different sections in the app simultaneously while looking for their desired services. Because our assumption is that current flow is somehow not letting user to navigate through different screens while adding services to the cart. Following up with the secondary and primary research, we did competitor analysis where we had direct and indirect competitors. Coming up to the insights from the primary and secondary research, user wasn't aware of making a customized package because of the icon. So our assumption is that the consistent design would help users feel the familiar with experience that the app has to offer. User was confused on how to select the best services among the list. User also find it super inconvenient when she wasn't allowed to have a list of previous orders. Moving towards the journey map, we found that user wished that the app remembered their choice instead of prompting them every time they check out. The membership plan is auto-selected, thus making her think whether or not to go ahead with the offer. Moving towards the brainstorming and ideating, we came up with certain solutions. Coming towards ideas which we finalized for the flow are, so for the flow, we made two, one for new user and one for existing customer. For the new user, we had sections for curating personalized package and personal services and home services, all this packed in single screen home screen. And for existing customers, we had book again section so that the customer can quickly go and book the previous orders without any hassle. Moving ahead, while selecting the Salo category, users were confused about which category to choose because there was not enough information provided earlier. So we added few discount banner where user can easily see that which category has more discount and which category is more economical and with which they can go through. Moving ahead, we added create a custom package style where the user can click and easily create a custom package and filter options so that user can choose and go through the options direct on that page. We created, this is a flow for adding and customizing their package. Moving towards the flow, when the user adds and proceeds towards the cart, user is the app shows the add-on options to the user, so the user can add more suggested options based on the parameters like their previous orders or the location, which would benefit the average order value for the businesses also. Moving ahead to the address page, user is supposed to add the address and proceed to checkout. Selecting the date and time of service. For the time of service, we have added a sticker which would describe the high demand slot, and user can book accordingly for that slot. After completing this, we went ahead with the usability testing, where we find that some of our users were not able to categorize to identify that how can they curate their package. It went unnoticed for them that they can create package. Click on that banner that let's make a package banner. So to make it more noticeable, we changed the color of it, and in the Sano category section, we added one-liner description so that the user can get more information. One of our user actually mentioned this point that they are not able to, since she was a new user, she was not able to identify the category. So we added a one-liner description on that. To summarize the project, I'll quickly take you through the overview of the documented version of our project. To understand the problem statements, we looked at the problem statement from different aspects, like understanding the business, understanding the problem statement, understanding the user, and what their needs are. We tried to understand the flow of the urban company, current flow of urban company. Then, based on that, we did self-heuristic evaluation, and we identified some problems, and then we did some intuition-based evaluation, built hypotheses out of heuristics, and intuition-based, like the number denoting the total item in the cart doesn't clearly mention its purpose, and the user might get confused and might not be able to take an informed action, thus leading to ambiguity. Further, moving ahead, we did intuition-based evaluation, where we find few of the gaps, like when the services are added to the cart and the user navigates to the home page, doesn't provide not provide enough cues and motivation to the user to check out the services added in the cart, and uh, by that user can bounce off from the platform, thus leaving the cart pending. No personalization to push or excite the user to curate their own packages. Moving ahead, some findings from our hypothesis were: our hypothesis says that better icons would help distinguish the different categories and aid quick decision making for users, because our assumption is that some icons may confuse the user and they might choose the undesired option. Our hypothesis says that mentioning items and packages next to the number
So I think
would give
we've already
users
seen
clear
these points.
indication of what the number
Can you just
is
stop this,
referring to.
Shreya?
Further moving ahead.
Yeah, we've already seen these points in your FigJam file. So what you can do is quickly share your Notion doc on the screen and just do a quick scroll through. You don't have to explain everything again. We notice the points. Yeah.
Yeah, from here it's like that only. Nothing much is mentioned. We can continue.
It's okay. It's okay. Just go to your Notion. Go to your Notion and just scroll through. It's fine. You can just indicate where happened. Do you have that?
Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Can I just continue from here?
Because I know you have enthusiasm to talk about everything again, because a lot of work has happened. But yes, just scroll down. It's fine. Yeah. So I can see you have built your hypothesis, done your secondary research. Yeah, go down. Lot of effort. Yeah. Can you show your competitor research?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Here.
Oh, awesome.
So we had 2 direct competitors and one indirect.
That's fine. Go ahead. Yeah, just scroll. You had competitor research. Yeah, you targeted users. Yeah, conducted usability testing. Yeah, beautiful. A lot of insights from each user is neatly documented. Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, all the insights planned and mapped, and like analysis as well. Very good. Full journey of the user. The kind of documentation you guys did is top notch. Amazing documentation. Yeah, like so detailed. Yeah, you don't even have to talk about this. It's so detailed. Yeah, a lot of ideation. Really good, guys. Oh, you also have kept the screens also here. Okay. Oh, I can see some little wireframing also.
Yeah, here's the link of that file.
Yeah. Again, insights from the users. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Awesome. Also, the improvements are also pretty good. Didn't totally expect this out of someone who just started few months ago. The good part is you can stop sharing your screen now. Yeah. Yes, the very good part is the kind of UX maturity all of you have built over this, right? The kind of understanding of the product, understanding the business metrics, understanding the UX processes itself, right? And it's not just about dumping UX processes just there, right? Trying to make sense of it and coming up with improvements, actual improvements, is not a joke. And supporting your improvements back to the research was really mind-blowing. So very well done. And totally impressed with your documentation, top-notch documentation. This is really going to go as one of those top-notch example projects for documentation. But yes, video I asked you to stop because you were again explaining the whole process out of the enthusiasm. That was good. Just a walkthrough of the doc could have been enough. But yeah, so that's really good. Thank you very much, team. So yeah, so much excitement. All of you are feeling relieved now. Pani, what do you have to say?
So much to do.
I mean, after this, I'm just looking forward to my sleep. I really, it's
So
been
many
really
days,
long.
yeah, so many days without sleep. But yeah, now you can peacefully sleep. You know, the difference between
Yeah.
sleeping versus peacefully sleeping. Now, all of you have that today. Yeah. Yes. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much. So all of you, please go on to my story. Please give a rating for garlic bread. On my story, you will find about garlic bread. So please give a rating over there and we will consider your audience rating as well. Yes. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you, Anudeep.
Thanks, Anudeep.
Yes. The next team, if you are ready, that's going to be about team 6. Team 6, are you ready?
Yes, yes.
Yes, team 6. After team 6, it will be team 9. Okay.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
team
sure.
9 be ready after team 6. So it will be team 6 now. So team 6, can you please quickly be on video and raise your hands? The previous team, I'm just 1 second. Yeah, can you raise your hands again? Team 6? Yeah, awesome. Yes, Dheeraj and Akshit, Sejal, Harsha, yes, Samiksha. Yeah, awesome. Anyone else? That's it, no? Yeah. So, team 6, what's the name of your team?
Zapians.
Zapians. I hope there is a meaning to that name.
Sapiens is people.
Working on Zepto
and
is Zapians.
people working on Zepto.
Good.
Zapians.
There was just enough thought process, not more than 5 minutes, probably. Yeah, awesome. So, yes, Team Zapians, pose for a picture. So, 3, 2, 1, student for life. Yes. Awesome. Thank you very much. So, who is going to present from Zapians?
I'm going to present. I'm going to present.
Yes. Yeah, can you share your screen and can you also
share the sound?
Yes, share the sound. Yes. Okay.
Okay. Our video is pretty small, 3 minutes, 32 seconds.
Wow. How did you even manage it in under 3 minutes, 30 seconds?
Script,
crazy.
probably.
Perfect. We utilize the 7 minutes.
7 minutes
so
was
good.
actually enough, right? And then now we have an example of how to present it under 3.5 minutes. So that's going to be exciting.
We got like basically like 4 minutes to edit and do and so that I don't know what I did, but something came out right now.
Let's see. Yeah, present it. Please present it.
Hi, I'm Sejal, and it was a pleasure working with Sai Harsha, Samiksha, Akshit, Dheeraj, and Manikandan, the team Zapians, on hacking a digital design by participating in UXM Designathon, tailored and mentored by UX Anudeep.
Thank you.
The problem is to evaluate building of the cart before the purchase flow of the Zepto app, which includes the home screen, search screen, category pages, detail pages, and cart, and redesign the experience while identifying opportunities to make usability better for the users aged above 35 years, which will lead to increase in average order value and retention. Here we navigate through the Zepto mobile application flow, and we see a nearly endless homepage, groceries divided into so many categories, an individual product detail page, and finally the cart. We have come across so many places to make the app better, and here are few. Having a section on the home screen with the listing of previously ordered products instead of trending near you would make the app more efficient to use and meet its USP. Having a detailed product description matching to the real-world experience would increase the authenticity of the product on the platform. More error control and seamless addition removal of products from the carts page enhance the product and reduce the error. And these are verified via extensive research. such as one interviewee pointed out exactly the same set of pain points that support our hypothesis. So here is what we have done. A go-to item section listing frequent or previous purchases, detailed product description page with visual and quantity versus price versus saving comparison cards.
Beautiful.
Multiple delivery slots for scheduled delivery. Instant deletion of product from cart. Error prevention in the empty cart flow.
Beautiful.
After doing all of this, users were still unable to find the calculation for the total payable amount in the cart, since it's located far below the purchasable product list. And here we reverted back our design to the way Zepto approached it, which is to anchor the calculations when clicked on view bills. All of this was possible under 48 hours through a very extensive framework and research designed by an industry professional. The process started with us understanding the problem statement, understanding the product flow, doing heuristics and personal evaluation, desk research, competitive research, and primary research with real-life users. Based on the gathered information, we ideated the HMW format, which resulted in consumer-approved user interfaces with the most relevant solution meeting the business demands and creating a genuine benefit for the business and users. Thank you for hearing us, and do not forget to give us your valuable feedback and thoughts. Student for life.
Awesome. So finally, team presents that it is possible within 48 hours. Yeah. So good, Harsha. Can you now that you've saved some of our times, this is so good. Can you just show us your total FigJam artboard?
Yeah.
So much. Oh my God.
We all are visual kind of person, so we put it entirely in visual sense.
Yeah. Very neatly documented. Competitor research.
Competitive research.
How you related everything back to the research, and how is it that you related back to the heuristics as well? I thought you'll tell the heuristic name also, but you went pretty non-textbook. I could get the names of the heuristics, but yeah.
I mean, this project made us heuristics, like, we became the best in the heuristic. Yes, they are back of my mind. Yes,
you look at something.
I was so afraid in the start. Yeah.
Totally. So, Harsha, so what do you think is the knowledge about UX before the project and after the project? Like, what happened?
100% theoretically, practically. I did not know that I could do we all could together pull it off, literally pull it off. I mean, to select the idea only, it took us like 3 hours for the fighting, for the battle and everything.
Longest team to fight, but yeah.
We fought 3 times to get the idea out, get our idea. But yeah, on top of that, I mean, we had our ups and downs in between, wherein we did some parts of the things very seriously, very focusedly, and some other things we took it light. Okay, we know these things.
Yeah.
We put those things. But at the end, when we all started to design together the end result, and when end result started showing up, I was like, wow, this 48 hours are worth it. Definitely worth it.
Totally.
I mean,
obviously,
my boss,
all the time which was spent before the 48 hours and 48 hours.
Yeah. I showed one of these flows which I have done on Figma to my boss, and he was like, from next week, you're getting double work. So
awesome. That's good. That is a very good sign of trust, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Probably now you should show it to Zepto also and then see. Your boss must be worried now, but yeah. By the way, guys, Harsha is already working as UX designer. On top of it, Harsha shares a lot of learnings over here. So that's something which I'm too amazed about, right? So yeah, thank you so much, all of you. So Sejal, Samiksha, Dheeraj, Akshit, Hope all of you had an amazing time. Yeah. Dheeraj, what do you say?
So like it was a great project. So earlier I was not much confidence, but now I'm feeling much more confidence after.
Yes.
So it was a good experience and great learning from the team and also like we did it.
Correct. Samiksha, tablets, enough. This is giving enough tablets to you.
Yeah, I mean, I relate to Dheeraj's statement. Like in the beginning, my confidence about this was so low.
Yeah.
But then once it started coming together, it was very different.
Amazing, amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome, guys. Awesome, all of you. So all the very best. This is definitely a very good portfolio project. I'm so happy. You can't imagine how happy and proud I am looking at each presentation. Yeah. So all of you, please go and give a rating on my Instagram story, UX Anudeep Instagram story. Please give a rating to the team. What's the team name?
Zapiens.
Zapiens. Yes, the team Zapiens. Please go and give a review on my story. Thank you. Thank you so much,
Thanks,
all of you. Yes. Okay. Yes. Now we have team 9. Do we have team 9 ready? Yes, team 9, Aditya.
Yep.
Yes. Can you raise your hands quickly?
Yeah, one second. Yeah.
Yes. Shabir.
Yeah.
Amrutanshu. Debbie. Aditya, not on video somehow. Asha? Asha also in the same group, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I got confused. Yes, Aditya is also here. Yeah.
We also had Pushpa with us and
Pushpa,
Amrutanshu.
Where is Pushpa? I can see Amrutanshu is here. Where is Pushpa?
Pushpa, I don't know. I
Join.
don't see her here as well.
One is like okay.
Yeah. Okay. So, what's the name of your team?
UX Badass. Oh, DX Badass.
What is DX?
Design.
Okay. So, ready, team, for a group shot? Okay,
Yeah.
all of you, look at your cameras. Yeah. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Student for life.
Student for life.
Student for life.
Awesome. Yes. Okay. So, who is presenting from your team?
I'll be presenting my system.
Yes.
Yeah.
What's the product?
Bumble.
Bumble. Everyone must be excited now.
Okay.
Yes.
We definitely are.
Should I begin? Or
yes, share your screen. Please
all right.
Share the audio.
Sure.
Make sure you share the audio. Okay. Awesome. Play it. Dude, we're not having a 13-minute video.
No, it's at 1.25x. It will be 10. we did that. It will play at 1.25. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Play it.
Hello everyone, a very warm welcome. So we present you team Design Badass, that is DX Badass. So our team consists of 5+ people, which is we have Devadarshini, Shabir, Aditya Mishra, Amrutanshu, me, and one more special guest, Pushpa from level 1. So our problem statement was to evaluate the subscription flow of Bumble app, which includes purchasing a Bumble premium subscription and redesigning the experience while identifying opportunities to make the usability better for working professionals, which will lead to increased session lengths and DAU increase. So our user flow is as you could see here. This is the landing page, the subscription prompt, the plan, which has different horizontal features, horizontal slides. So the boost plan, the premium plan, and the payment page. So this forms our macro flow. So moving forward, basis the evaluation that we did for the flow on the intuition-based and heuristic-based principles, we came up with few hypotheses, of which some of them are as follows. If you see the third screen, we hypothesize that the plan should be incremental because my assumption is that the user understands ordered items better. We had another hypothesis on the screen where we are saying that the hypothesis is that the subscription plan cards should be made in such a way that it is easy to understand, as our assumption is that disorganization can reduce users' ability to focus and they might drop out at this stage. We had another hypothesis at other screens. One of them was, that if we provide a short period, 7 days trial, free trial subscription, because we assume that users will most likely tend to continue with their subscription. So we made a lot of hypotheses based on the evaluation that we did. Yeah. So to validate our hypothesis, we underwent secondary and primary research, and we got some really great insights from different articles, Play Store reviews, and from the users that we interviewed. Some of the insights that we got were about, say, due to odd order of plans, user couldn't compare plans or figure out which one is better in this screen. There was another insight that the user said that they were unable to figure out more info screen has scrollable pan. So these were the hypotheses that got validated when we did our research. There was also a couple of other hypotheses that we had regarding payment, and it got validated both by secondary research and primary research. So we had hypothesis of users not preferring one single mode of payment. And then we got that hypothesis validated through our user interviews and also through another research which said almost 56% of users are likely to interact with the payment and not fall off if variety of payment options is given.
Beautiful.
So we got a lot of insights from our users and secondary research, which helped us to validate our hypothesis and make more assumption and hypothesis in this step.
Hi, this is Aditya. I'll be walking you through the UI we built after we had more clarity with the pain points we figured out from our research insights. We also made sure that we are focusing more on the DAU and increasing the session length, which is a primary problem statement. So Bumble basically gives you an option to subscribe to premium once the free features run out. So we decided to redesign the earlier flow. Earlier, it would just give you a simple prompt which would say that you're out of all likes, and it wouldn't give you a time when the likes would be back. It would just say coming soon. So we decided that we should be giving the person an exact timing that your free features are coming back tomorrow. And we also decided that we should be pitching a few features of the premium app straight away, right in front of them. We also decided to add a mutually planned events feature, which would help users plan dates, movies, or maybe book a table in the chat itself. Moving on to the next screen, we are making sure that we are pitching premium straight away.
Okay.
Just so that the premium could get more attention. Because earlier people were having confusion like, what is this plan? What is this plan? Because as you can see from the earlier flow, we had boost first and then premium. So a user first would see the boost option and then would come to the premium option. So we redesigned that and we made sure that they see the premium first. Another major issue we faced was that the cards were not really readable. People were having issues with the cards and they often were getting irritated because the cards were not arranged in incremental order. Like it would show first week, then 3 months, then lifetime, then 6 months, and then 1 month. So we made sure that cards are arranged properly and are read intuitively. On top of that, we also made sure that going through the card, a person should not feel any sort of hassle and he can easily compare. So we did that by redesigning the entire plan flow. Here are a few iterations we did for the card. We also made sure that we have a view all premium features but CTA at the bottom. This would ensure that a person could view all the features of the app, of all the plans in the application whenever he wants to. Because earlier it was set as help icon over here, and a user would not know what this would do. So you would have to go to a learning curve to finally arrive to a conclusion like, okay, yeah, this is where I compare the features.
Interesting, very interesting.
Moreover, the screen also had one huge issue. It only had one payment option, and users could only pay using the Google Play Store payment option. So we did some research online and we found that 56% more users are likely to buy your product if you give them multiple payment options. So we ended up giving them a new payment system and they could choose whatever payment method they want to. As a business, we would not like to have any falloffs on our application. So considering that if a person does not like any of the given plans and he closes the pricing section, he would get a pop-up. The pop-up would say that if he was unable to decide on a plan, you could just check out the referral system. So we decided to make a referral system which would directly impact on our DAU and would eventually end up increasing the session just because a person has premium, so he's more likely to be using the application. A user might also get encouraged to pay for the actual subscription because now the user has first-hand experience of the trial. If he is satisfied with the whole experience the app is giving, he might as well subscribe. On to Asha.
Once we had our prototype ready, we tested it with our existing users who had done usability testing for primary research. We could interview 4 of them, and we got really good insights from them. Some of them were as put here. Nikita said she felt that the UPI option should be on top of the payment page, and then the other options. Bhavna said she liked the prototype version better than the app, and she actually liked the order and placement of the payment plans and was able to make quick calculations in her brain. So these helped us to understand if you're going in the right direction. We also got some insights like the user was not able to swipe left or right. So we changed that transition. We got one more insight where the user wanted to see boost and premium plans on the same page. So we use these user insights to build upon our revised prototype.
After getting all the insights from the usability testing, we decided to change certain things because we felt those changes will make our prototype better. At first, we wanted to push the premium plan. As a result, we ignored the boost plan completely, which is already there in the application, but in the revised version, we added it back. Another insight that we got from the usability testing is a quick payment option. So we pushed the payment placement of the UPI to the top, as most of our users are familiar with it more than any other option. One more change which we did in the navbar, as we replaced the heart icon with the crown icon, because we found it to be more appropriate for the premium membership. So these are few changes which we did in the revised version.
So there are a lot of dating apps in market right now, but Bumble has USP like its services are woman centric. This is one of the reasons why we choose this problem. According to the problem statement, our scope of work was to make easier for the user to buy the premium subscription. For that, we have to increase session length and increase the daily active users. After that, we decided the user flow, which was more natural for the users. With those screens, we did the heuristic and non-heuristic evaluation, by which we got some insights and we made hypotheses around it. Then we started secondary research. Firstly, we validated some of the hypotheses by the existing data. For example, after running out of likes, app prompt more likes are coming soon. So our assumption was users should get to know exact time instead of coming soon. So that got validated through the existing data. We continued our secondary research. Then we got some insights from Play Stores and App Store reviews. Then we did some competitive research with apps in same categories and observe how they have done their user flow for buying premium subscriptions. Last we did was to make flow diagram from secondary research insight. In primary research, before recruiting users, we made a user group to target the user and also made some questions to ask the user and made some observations point while doing user testing. For example, while the user was doing the task, we asked them, what do you feel about the subscription plan, and so on. Based on all the insight we gathered from the user, we pointed out the pain point and put them in research journey map. Starting with the ideation, we took the pain points and ideated with the help of how might we questions. So then we started with the wireframes. Firstly, we made a user flow by which we can get the idea of the new user flow. Then we made a wireframes iteration one and discuss on that, and that followed by another wireframes iteration. Jumping to the UI part, firstly we gather some inspiration from our earlier discussions, checking out concepts of other apps. Then we started making prototypes, one with existing color and similar looking font. After finishing, we did the usability testing again with the same set of users. Gathering those insights, we made a revised prototype, like we changed the UPI payment on the top as the users find it easier to pay that options. And one of the key learnings from the project is teamwork really helps in figuring out the work and helps us when we get stuck somewhere. In the future,
Awesome.
we can give the integration option to book tables and movies straight from the chat.
Very good, guys. This is I can stop sharing. Yeah, this is. I thought probably I'll get bored, but because I was scared, it's a long video. But you guys made the video totally engaging and so much amount of work. One thing you guys proved is even a very small flow, even very small things can also be, you can go a lot deeper, understand insights from users. Where did you find these people, by the way? The users?
Mutual friends.
We actually reached out to our friends, and since we can't take the interviews, we handed over it to others. For a lot of us, it was the first time usability testing with them.
Yeah.
But we were still able to get a lot of insights, so that has been great for us.
Yes. So really good. Yes, I totally now. Of course, I don't think I'll be using Bumble. But but yeah, the plans make so much sense now. I totally don't understand why that I was sitting there information. It made so much sense now. These are really product mature ideas which you have presented. So really great job, guys. and so happy. Like you revise stuff after usability also. Like too good, really good. So thank you so much. So all the people who are watching, let's have DX badass team. Please review it on my Instagram story. Please put your review over there, and yes, let us know your vote. Thank you. Thank you, all of you. All the very best for your portfolios. This is a really good project for your portfolio, and it will come out really well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Also, please give comments on the YouTube video and the YouTube live as well, and provide provide encouragement and feedback for these people. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so
Yes.
Goodbye.
Awesome. Okay. Now the next team is going to be team 7. So team 7, are you there here? Team 7.
Yeah, we're here.
Yes. So just raise your hands, please. Awesome. Supriya. Yes. Atisha. Anoop. Ankit. Yes. Who else?
Govind won't be able to join. He's not feeling that well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What about Ajitesh?
He's also not well.
Yeah.
Okay. Can't expect more at 1 a.m. But awesome. So, yeah. Oh, wait. No, wait. Let us take a photo first. Yeah. Stop your screen share. Let's take a photo. So, yeah. Okay. So, what's the team name?
Physics.
Team Vizix, Wizix. Team Vizix is here finally with their video. What's the product?
Lenskart.
Lenskart. Okay. So let's see what will they'll make better on Lenskart. So ready for the photo? So 3, 2, 1. Student for life.
Student for life.
Awesome. Yes. Okay. Now you can start your presentation.
Should I play?
Yes.
Hey there, we are Team Vizix, and our team members include Anup, Supriya, Ankit, Atisha, Ajitesh, and myself, Govind. We were working on an evaluative project, and the problem statement goes like this. Given the home eye checkup feature flow of Lenskart app,
you have a
which
background
improves the
music
flow from home to payments page and redesign the experience while identifying opportunities to make usability better for the users of families with kids. The business is looking at decreasing the bounce rate and increasing the conversion ratio of the home eye checkup feature. So when we started with the project, we went on to look at the existing flow of the Lenskart app. If you look here, this is the existing home to eye checkup access flow of the Lenskart app. Here, when we observed, there was a lot of standards that were missing, which was our initial thoughts when we are going through the app. Now you can have a look at the address verification pages, which are as shown here. From there, we actually move to the slot booking page, which actually allows you to slot book or book an appointment for your home eye checkup. And finally, it will lead you to the bill payments page, where you can actually pay for the book appointment and get it booked.
Then we moved on to do the heuristic evaluation and identification of problems on the basis of non-heuristic metrics. So we found interesting deviations, such as in the first homepage, there was this deviation of the aesthetic and minimalistic design metrics, wherein the number of options on the top of the banner were too many and they looked cluttered. Another metrics was that of the consistency and standards, wherein there was no signifier and it was difficult to understand that the top bar was scrollable. So it deviated from the consistency of the other apps that indicated that there was another tile on scrolling further. Moving on to the other screens, the metrics was that of error prevention, wherein the user had to, wherein the app only checks the availability of the service after entering the address for the first time users. So the users had to enter the address and all the details, and then the system would indicate if the location was serviceable or not. So on the on the basis of these findings, we jotted down hypotheses. Based on our evaluation and after analyzing the findings, we jotted down hypotheses wherein we put down what we thought could be possible problems for a user and why that could be a problem, and we also thought of a possible solution for it. So in the first case, we thought that our hypothesis was that we should reduce the number of options or buttons at the top of the home page, as the assumption was that having too many buttons or options would confuse the user. And after putting on all the hypotheses that we had, we moved on to do the secondary research. And then we created the user guide and did the primary research. In the primary research, we understood what the actual problems the user faced and got our hypothesis validated. So, scrolling down in the home page, we understood that the user was not able to find the home I test button at all, in spite of scrolling through the app for about like nearly 2 minutes. So another problem was that the user couldn't find the imagery or illustration of how the process happened, so there was no visibility around that, and the user didn't seem interested in the video. Another issue that the user faced was that the user was able to enter the address, and while entering the details, instead of putting just the flat number, he typed out the entire address. And then on clicking further, the system notified him that the location wasn't serviceable. So this frustrated the user. Similarly, we found other problems for all the other screens, and then we moved on.
So after doing the usability testing, heuristic evaluation and everything, we came up with some solutions. For that, we redesigned the UI. Earlier, the UI used to look like this. There were so many options, and the horizontal scrolling was there, which was not signified clearly that you can scroll horizontally. So we removed that and created this new UI with lesser number of solutions. And for our business problem statement, we introduced this banner so that we can attract user to get their eyes checked and give them an offer of flat 20% off by track that. Then there's a home eye test, which is the button that will take our user to the source where we want to take them. We also found out that people were not able to access the calling feature and the support feature easily. So to bring those features together and easy to access, we brought up the floating button so that they can access it easily and get their problem fixed. Moving on to the primary screen that we wanted to work. Here earlier in this previous screen, user were not able to check the review from the people who have already utilized this service, and to understand how it's done, there was a YouTube video which took so long to view that the user got irritated and didn't watch it. So we introduced a visual way to understand the process of home eye checkup. Then for visual contrast, there was a visual contrast issue. So we tried to remove the visual contrast issue by changing some of the little bit color without disturbing the brand color. And so there was a problem when user was not aware about the availability of the service, if that service is available in his area or not. So to solve this problem, we introduced the check availability in your location with the help of pin code. And we reduced the size of the scrolling that user needed to do earlier to a little bit small. Then for the payment section, earlier payment section was very unorganized and the information architecture seemed confusing. So we tried to simplify it, and we tried to make it more readable and accessible. And we also introduced the option to change the address or the date and time, so that maybe if the user wants to change their date and time after booking, they might realize that we want to change the date and time or the address, so they can do that. Then we also introduced this cancel button, which is more visible, and it was very well readable as compared to the previous screen.
To actually go through the evaluative project, we went through a structure for the entire project, which I'll just share with you right now. So at first we went and had a project structure, then we went on to discuss about the business goal, thought about the design process, and then we went and looked at the problem statement. Looking at the problem statement, we tried to look at it from different angles so that we could understand the problem statement better. And from that, we jumped onto the existing flow of the app. After going through that, we went ahead with the heuristic evaluation of the existing flow of the app. From which we found out a lot of observations. Based on this, we actually went ahead and started doing hypothesis statements. Once the hypothesis statements were framed, we went to validate these using secondary and primary research. For secondary research, we did through two types of secondary research. One is through Medium articles and journals on the web, and the other was through competitive analysis of other apps. After that, we jumped into primary research, where we could see a lot of the hypotheses that we had formed earlier were getting validated. This we actually went ahead and created a journey map of the experiences of the users when they were using the said app. From this, we could understand that a lot of the hypotheses that we had stated before got validated. We also felt that the hypotheses which were not directly validated would actually help in improving the overall experience and flow of the app. After this, we formed HMV statements, keeping in mind the business goals and the aspirations the users are looking forward to. Now, from the HMV statements, we try to ideate following the crazy 8 technique, in which we try to come up with as many solutions as possible in minutes. Now it was time to actually create the UI screens. We took inspirations from different apps, which would help us to actually solve the underlying issue. Then we moved on to wireframing, where we try to figure out different ways of actually addressing the problem. And then we moved on to UI and prototyping and finished the initial setup of the UI. If the next, you can cut all this, no? These gaps and all. Since we didn't get time to actually do a second round of usability testing, we actually did the next best thing, which is to actually do a peer testing. From which we observed that a signifier could be added to the button for the home eye checkup to actually make it more significant and giving more information of the process happening in home eye checkup so that it's easier for users to learn about it. Some of the key learnings that we have from this is actually learning the importance of evaluative research and also following the non-textbook approach. We also learned the importance of asking questions. Questioning everything allows us to dive deeper into a state of understanding. I hope you had fun listening to it. Thank you for being part of our journey.
Can't believe he said you had fun listening to this. Yeah, I can stop your sharing. Who had this idea of putting that background music when you're presenting at 1 a.m.?
I did that.
You can put background music, but why that music, dude?
Because everybody is very tired, so I wanted to calm down their minds.
What a logic, dude. Anyway, so this is
Anudeep, before we proceed, we also have a prototype to show, if that's okay.
Yeah.
No, that's fine. We have seen a lot. That's fine. This is good effort. This is really good effort. Obviously, your all your individual videos will also go on YouTube, and we'll share them separately again. We'll cut them short and show these prototypes and make them revised and show them again, so people will have more idea. But we got enough idea as well. It's the only joke is the music. We could definitely see that a lot of effort. And I also know the kind of circus which happened in the last 48 hours. So, but yeah, apart from all that, you guys didn't give up, didn't, go down. You still worked on it and made it better. The solution is really, really good. I mean, of course, there are few areas where I can point out improvements. But that's because I know too much about all this stuff. But at your level, coming up with these solutions is really, really good. Right. So very good quality effort, guys. All this thing. Don't feel bad about not being able to conduct a revised usability testing. That's okay. Whatever is possible in 48 hours is what you have done in 48 hours. Right. So great work, guys. So all the people, please go and rate this on my Instagram channel. Yes, on my Instagram story, I think I saw there was some problem. Yeah, some stories have not uploaded yet. The stories were there. Yes, I think now you can see these stories. Yeah, the stories are taking a little bit time to go and upload. But yes, your story also will be uploaded. Yeah, your story is there actually. Yeah, team. But the team name is wrong. What's the team name?
Vizix.
Oh, Vizix only, right? Yeah, the team name is correct. The team name is right. Vizix. The story is there. So please, all of you, please go and rate it on the stories. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yes. Okay. Bye, all of you. All the very best. This is really, really good work. Please take nice rest after after listening to others' team presentations as well. So thank you so much, everyone. Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes. Okay. Okay. The next team. Yes, that is team 3. Team 3. Yes, raise your hands. Batul, Mehak. Finally, Keshav. Yeah. Bhavna, on video, please. Omi. Oh my God, Omi is so happy. Why are you so happy, Omi?
Because we finally completed it.
Yay!
Yes. And we have Bhavna. Who else? Yes. Awesome. Welcome. Welcome. What's the team name?
Wish also.
Yeah,
Vishu Pandey.
Hey?
Yo, hey.
Vishu Pandey, Vish.
Vishnu Pandey.
I'm asking your team name. Okay, Vishnu Pandey. Okay.
Yeah. Team name is the
Vishnu.
Crazy Crew.
Vishnu Pandey as well.
Casual Crew.
Casual Crew. What a name. You're like, should we
Yeah,
keep
we
it
didn't
Crazy
want
Crew? And then we were like, no, let's make it casual.
We didn't want to put in too much effort, so we were like, let's just casually keep a name. So casual group.
That's great. So Vishnu, on video, let's take a pic. Yeah. Okay. So ready? Team Casual Crew, please pose casually. 3, 2, 1, go. Student for life. What is that? Come on, shout. 3, 2, 1, go. Shout. Student for life.
Student for
Yes.
life.
Awesome. Yes. Let's start with your presentation. Okay. Yeah. Can you start? What is this? Why is the video 15 minutes? You have to speed it up.
It's the first take.
Casual Crew,
Oh.
let's walk you through our
Can you
48-hour
guys
journey for the
hear it?
hackathon.
Yes.
Our problem
Yeah.
statement was for OYO Wizard. It was evaluate the loyalty program, which is OYO Wizard.
Please just pause.
From the home.
Do you have a speeding up option here? Can anyone else has this video in your team who has VLC player or something?
It will have in from top. Go to edit and
Can you
view
click on the last arrow button?
double arrow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Please put 1.5x. No, not 2x. It'll be too much. 1.5x.
Everyone will wake up with 2.
And check out it.
Okay, I'll play it again.
No problem. Hearing some chipmunks now.
Hi everyone, we're the Casual Crew. Let's walk you through our 48-hour journey for the hackathon. So our problem statement was for OYO Wizard. It was evaluate the loyalty program, which is OYO Wizard, flow for OYO, from the home screen, wizard plans to checkout page, and redesign the experience while identifying opportunities to make usability better for unmarried people under the age of 30, which will lead to an increase in average order value eventually. So I'll just show you the UI first, the existing UI of the original UI of OYO. So this is the onboarding process that was there, followed by a home page, which had a lot of options that were given. And in the hamburger menu was the first place where OYO Wizard was introduced, which is what we are working on throughout the problem statement. Then when we click on that, we have OYO Wizard plans that are displayed, which are different for iOS and Android users. We noticed that there were different UIs that we came up with. We had 4 UIs, 4 different versions of the same screens that were there for different kinds of users. So we iterated upon some of them. Once we pasted screenshots for the original UI. We then went ahead to build our hypothesis. There was a lot of work done on the Figma file, and finally, eventually, Figma file. There was a lot of work done, and eventually, we came up with 6 hypothesis statements, out of which 2 of them were the ones that we went ahead to work with. Those 2 were the hypothesis is that we should increase the visibility of plan, giving users subtle prompts throughout the journey, making a booking by showing them advantages they'll have on using Oyo Wizard, or tempt them with exclusive discounts available only through Wizard or luxury stays, etc. Assuming that the users have lesser knowledge about the plan and find it relevant to buy, like we make it relevant for them to buy. The second hypothesis that we went ahead with for solutioning was that we can use better ways for visual communication to ensure that the user is not confused between the state of program and is able to figure out the benefits for them, assuming that there is bad communication throughout and they're not able to understand the plans. So it was, we realized that the plans that were given, the wizard plans that were there, were not that efficiently communicated. So after framing our hypothesis statements, we went ahead with doing primary and secondary research, and we came up with a lot of insights which helped us validate our hypothesis. From the secondary research, we found out that according to Tech Theory, 75% of the customers will choose company if it offers a reward program. If the business shows appreciation to its customers, they are more happy and are willing to stay. The second thing was that there is no option to personalize offers according to their comfort. Personalized recommendations to a subscriber are always good. And the third was that a loyalty program is a strategy in which the company provides its customers with rewards and discounts for being loyal. It helps the business to retain existing customers and increase the product sales. When we were trying to find out what the loyalty program is, and then we went ahead with competitive research. We did competitive research for 4 different companies, 4 to 5 companies, and our top insights from the competitive research were that in Agoda, users can be promoted to the next level just by booking through the app, and it does not aim for average order value, but it aims for user retention, and it helps increase the user retention. The point system that was there, it was helping increase the user retention. The second major insight that we got from our competitive analysis was in Make My Trip, that Make My Trip uses, this was a very important insight that we got. One of the main insights was Make My Trip, that Make My Trip used an approach of social proofing, which made us concentrate social proofing. So basically giving validation to the users and creating a fear of missing out. Since our target audience was under the age of 30 to 35, fear of missing out is something that's very common amongst them. So Make My Trip uses social proofing successfully. So that kind of helped us finalize that we can go ahead and concentrate and solve the AOV and retention metrics using social proofing, most probably, by indulging into social proofing. And the insights that we found out from the primary research by actually going on ground and interviewing the users were the most important ones. And I'll just go and tell you the top insights that we found. The first one was that for any person, ratings and reviews was a primary decision factor for making the booking. All our users were going through ratings and reviews in a very detailed manner before making a booking.
Sorry for that. I accidentally muted you. Unmute, Bhavna.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Wizard has to offer. Third was that users were having difficulty getting on the Wizard plan, the page that was there. And based on the primary research, we got multiple versions of UI. Like we said, there were surprisingly different users had different versions of the UI. There was not consistency in the UI. We found out total 4 different versions of the UI that was existing. So after we got our insights from the primary research, we went ahead with ideations and came up with the final UI. Came up with a UI flow, the first UI flow, because we found out from the users that ratings and reviews was a very important factor. So we introduced this thing called Wizard Stories, which helped in giving social validation as well. We introduced 2 new features in the new flow that we came up. First was Wizard Stories by Wizard members. So Wizard members were putting up Wizard Stories, which is a social proof. These days, people use a lot. Like stories is a very common feature that's there. It creates a fear of missing out as well. So Wizard Stories is something that we introduced that users which are using Wizard, we gave them an option of putting up stories, uploading stories, and we gave them rewards on uploading the story. So every time a Wizard user uploaded a story, they would get a reward in return. And we did the same thing with reviews. So since we realized that all our users primarily focused on testimonials and reviews, what we did was we introduced a new section solely for Wizard members to give the reviews, detailed in-depth experiences, share their experiences of their stay and of using Wizard. And again, we gave them the option. Every time a Wizard user shared their review, we gave them rewards in return. So these were the 2 new features that we introduced. And the second main insight that we found from primary research was that the page that was showing the Wizard plans was very cluttered, and the information wasn't very clear on what the plans are. It was not systematic, and people were unable to understand what exactly are Wizard plans. So we changed what information is being showed on the Wizard plan. Can you go to the Wizard plan page? So we changed the original UI and showed Wizard Blue, Wizard Silver, and Wizard Gold as 3 separate options, kind of trying to show the different options that are different benefits that we are getting from each category using tick marks, and clearly making 3 different sections for all 3 of them. And another thing that we introduced was this is what the stories look like. When you click on the stories, these are the examples of the stories. and these are the rewards. Like suppose a person got a free ride with Wizard Gold, so you can click on the link and go and claim your Wizard Gold as well. Go and register for Wizard Gold. So after our first version of the UI screens were created, we went ahead and did the testing with 3 users to see if our UI is working out, the changes that we brought out are working out or not. Can you go to the UI, the usability testing screen? Okay, so when we did the testing, one major factor that we found out was that users were unable to distinguish between the cities that are being shown and Wizard stories. Like they got confused to see that they thought that stories and cities were the same thing. So to correct on that, we clearly made a demarcation between them and wrote Wizard stories, and Oyo, we put Oyo's logo in the middle to kind of demarcate and highlight that this is what Wizard story is and these are the cities. What we did to correct that. Second insight that we found out on testing was that the Wizard members' testimonials that were there earlier, they were in a very textual format, and people were unable to understand 2 things. One, that how is Wizard member testimonial or review different from normal testimonials or reviews, and second thing was, why is this at the homepage and how is it different? How is it relevant for me? So that made us realize that we should probably not call it testimonials as at the first hand, because these were in-depth experiences that Wizard members were sharing. So we went ahead and can you show the changed UI? Yeah. So we went ahead and made this change. Can you zoom in? Yeah. So we changed the name to Wizard Member Experience, and because we wrote it in a very textual format before, we turned it into cards and made it more systematic and aesthetic to the eye, so that it's clear to the user, and it clearly demarcates how it's different from normal reviews as well, which was one confusion that users were in testing were facing. They were not able to differentiate. Then we thought the one major aspect which we were taking right from the start of the hypothesis was that the Wizard plans are unclear. We are not able to demarcate what are the Wizard plans, blue, silver, gold. The screen was very cluttered right from the start. So when we made our first iteration of UI, we thought we corrected that or made an attempt to correct that. But we realized through testing that the users are still not able to figure out what blue, silver, and gold is. Like one of our users could not notice blue at all, and they noticed only silver and gold. So we went ahead and corrected on that and reiterated on our UI and came up with this model where we are making 3 columns and separating blue, silver, and gold, and what are the features available in all 3 of them separately and properly showing all the features so that the users can see that in detail. So this was one flow that right from our hypothesis we found a problem. We kept the users in our loop throughout, and it helped a lot to keep users in the loop and make changes throughout the iteration. Like we started right from the hypothesis, we had the same problem that the Wizard details are unclear and cluttered and very textual. We changed that. We validated that. That was our hypothesis. We validated it from our primary research and found out that users are actually finding that an issue. And then when we tried correcting it in our UI, we realized that we've not corrected it properly in the testing, and then we went ahead and made the iteration. So we kept our users in our mind throughout and made our iterations on this flow throughout. And another thing that we noticed was that in the Wizard stories, when they were clicking on the Wizard stories, the users were confused if these are stories by actual users or actual Wizard users, or if they are simply promotions by Oyo. So what we did for that was we changed our prompt. Like over there earlier, it was just saying free ride. So now we just put a double quote mark and demarcated that it's by a person. I got a free ride to the hotel with Wizard Gold. We made it clearer that it's something that a personal user is sharing their experience, and we changed the background images also to kind of show that. So this was a problem again that users were facing. So we fixed that after.
Beautiful.
Kept users in our mind throughout the process. Okay, so in conclusion, what went right for us, what we felt went right for us, these are the things that we felt went right for us. The competitor research went right, and it gave us a lot of ideas about the industry and how the competitors of Oyo were actually running loyalty programs, and even the MMT insight that we got, and we introduced stories getting inspired by our competitors. Second, the heuristic evaluation was right, and it gave us a lot of insights from there. Our teamwork, we were in sync throughout, even managed our sleeps accordingly. The primary research gave us and the usability testing, these 2 were the factors that gave us the maximum insights, considering the users and how they are actually facing a particular problem or not facing it, if our hypothesis is relevant or not relevant, and iterating on it constantly. So all the iterations that we were iterating till the final moment, and we made a lot of changes. We realized that the usability testing was very, very, very important, and a lot of valuable changes came out of that. So it was very important. What we could have done better was ideation and wireframing. It was kind of scattered. Our thought process was a little scattered at that point of time. We could have managed our time also and plan of action a little better, and being a little systematic with the discussion from the start. And our future scope for ahead, because we had a very restricted time of 48 hours, was that we can add your story with a template to get a reward. We work on the story flow and how the person can earn. We work on the story flow, basically making the story flow a little better and more comprehensive than what it was. The Wizard membership companion and the Wizard hotels details page to make a conversation clear. Basically making everything even more clearer, because as we said, even when we tested with our users, we still found out that there could be more clarity shown. So we can work on that as a future scope.
So good, so good. This is very, very mature. I mean, totally impressed with the results, the solution. Really, really. Stop sharing your screen now. Yeah. And Bhavna, you can switch on your video. I had to switch off the video because it was covering the presenter. So Yeah, you can switch on the video now.
I cannot switch on my video.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Why is it that more? Okay, now you can. Yeah, sorry for that, Bhavna. But yeah, that was really, 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 really good. Though you made a long video, and
Sorry
having
about
known
that.
Mehak from last 1.5 years, I know how much she can talk.
Yeah, I
So,
just
but yeah, I mean, this very, 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 very well documented. I was kind of skeptical when you said you're going to present directly from the documentation. But then I saw the importance of presenting it from the documentation, because there was so much context which you had to explain over there, and it really came out very well. And firstly, when you showed that OYO stories and all that, I was like, will this work? And then very, very impressed when you said it didn't work out in the usability testing. That's the power of usability testing and testing with real users. So that was really mind blowing. And all the solutions which were changing as you did usability testing, hats off. Really, really good thinking, guys. Yeah, I don't know whoever is handling OYO now. They should definitely see this. Damn sure they have a lot of takeaways from this, right? So really good work, guys. Very, very impressed. Thank you so much, all the people. At last, I think Batul is the newest member here compared to everyone. Yeah. But yeah, finally, at last, all of you could make a wonderful project, happily rest a few days altogether, chill, and really, really good, guys. Thank you, all of you. Please go to the story and please give a rating to this team, and please tell us your opinion. Thank you so much. Thank you all. Yeah. Now let's move on to the next team. That is what's the next team? Team 1. Yes, team 1, please raise your hands. And the current team, please lower your hands. Omi and all, please lower your hands. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Yes, we have Srishti, Durva, Tanya, Raghava, and Nikita, Arushi, but not on video. Arushi, you're not able to come on video? Oh, no problem. So, yes, welcome. What's your team name?
Design Warriors.
Design Warriors. So good. Okay. So what's the product?
We are working on Rapido.
Sorry?
Rapido.
Rapido. Yes. Let's see what they have from Rapido.
Yeah.
Have
I'll be
something
sharing the
rapid.
screen.
Yeah, wait. Let's have a photo. No, cool down. Over. Hackathon is over. That can now chill down. Yeah. So come on. Okay. So ready? Switch on your mics. 3, 2, 1. Student for life. Student for life. Come on, say it. No. Yes. Awesome. Okay. Yes. Okay. So now we can start your presentation. Who is presenting?
I'll be presenting this.
Yes. Sana.
Yeah.
Sana also was in your team, right? Or which team was it? The previous
No,
team.
no.
Yeah. Sana was also there. Yeah. A lot of work from Sana, but unfortunately she is not here. But yeah. Okay. Yes. Also make sure you're sharing your audio. How much is this? How long is this?
It's for nine minutes around.
Okay. Good.
I'm not sure I have shared my audio.
Do it again. Stop the share. Yeah, who's sharing it?
Tanya.
Tanya is doing it.
I'm sharing it. I am not sure I've shared the audio or not. I'll share it again.
Yeah. Please don't forget to rate the teams. Please go to the stories. Please give them ratings. Yes, all the people on the live also please keep giving support to these teams. Yeah, a lot to learn. Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, plate.
We are design warriors, and our team members are me, Tanya, Durva, Raghava, Shrishti, Nikita, and Arushi. Our problem statement is evaluate the second send local items flow of Rapido app, which includes sign up, sign in, home, product page, booking local reviews, redesign the experience while identifying opportunities to make usability better for the working employees, which will lead to increase in daily active users and reducing bounce rate. So we started by starting the microflow of the app. This is the microflow. We started by doing onboarding. These were some of the onboarding screens. This is the sign up and sign in screens. Then we moved on to homepage. We explored the homepage, local send items onboarding, adding details in the local send items, and then booking locals.
So now that we're done with macros, we jump to self-heuristic evaluation and then to the hypothesis statement. I'm going to highlight the top 3 ones. The first one being that the users were not able to identify or locate the feature local sent items. If you see that it's hidden inside the hamburger menu, so first of all, it was very difficult to find the hamburger menu in itself. And even then, once the user could identify that, it was difficult to understand the purpose of that feature with its name. The second one would be that our hypothesis was that maybe we can ensure the products just like Ola did with its ride insurance, so that the users would be comfortable with sending their fragile and valuable products to their known ones. So the third hypothesis would be that the nav bar, there should be either a bottom navigation bar or a floating menu, which provides all the basic services like the home and the profile icon, because our assumption is that the users are acclimatized to such kind of consistency and standards from the other apps.
Yeah, next we moved on to the research part where we did secondary and competitive analysis along with primary. So in the secondary research, apps like Uber and Ola provide sign in and sign up using Google and Facebook. So that is something we think that would help in increasing the conversion rate. And on the side, we have done competitive analysis. We looked at app reviews and other things. And below we have the primary research. So we had a lot of valuable insights for primary research, and I would like to highlight a few. So the first one is where, as we are focused, as the local send item feature is a valuable feature of Rapido, it's not easily accessible to the user when they land on the product page. So that was one. And the second one is, when the pickup and drop details are to be added, when we choose local send item feature, there is an option where we have to scroll up, but it's not intuitive enough. So that was one feedback by our user.
So after doing our primary research and secondary research, we then did our customer journey mapping. Then how might we questions, wireframings and ideation, and then mapping solutions to our insights. So I'll be going through some of the very important sites we actually changed into the flow. So we added in the onboarding, we added this send items particular page where the Rapido is all about booking bikes and autos, but it is like this send item page is also very important. So we actually added it in our onboarding so that users might be able to actually know what's happening. Next, we added a lot of changes. Like for example, in this particular page, we actually introduced this bar where the users will be able to use send items and bike and autos in this homepage itself, and they will be able to discover this send item feature, because the discoverability of send items was very low in this app, which was very, very important for us to improve, and we got a very good insights from them. So the users can just click from auto to bike and send items and explore it very well. In the send item, they can just send their items and they will reach to the send item, send local pages. In the hamburger menu, also in the navigation bar, we added this local send items, and we just try to emphasize it a bit and it a bit more so that it's like differentiated from other features. For the first time users also, we thought like, okay, we can add this coming soon feature so that they know that this kind of feature exists within the app where it was not available in the original app. In Rapido Local, we actually changed a little bit of flow also, because earlier they were just entering the app and there was no information what this local features that. So we just changed the navigation and the AI of it. So we introduced this how it works for the first time users. The users will be able to actually know how much they can, what kind of items they can deliver, like see all products and what are the prohibited items. In this page, pick up from and delivery to, it was very difficult for the users to edit this particular option. So we tried to made it more editable by adding these editable options, and users got a very good response. In how it works, there was just a question mark and they were not able to discover it. So we introduced this feature called how it works. We also added how it handled with care, because we found out that handle with care is very important. So these were some of the very important insights. We also added a descriptive description for our groceries, where they can add the description thing.
After doing the UI and warframing, since most battles were held there, we went ahead with usability testing. So our users were mostly 25 to 40 years old, working professional. We recruited users by exchanging each other's contacts. And here are a few insights that we got. So the user was confused between the prohibited items and the OK button. They were by mistakenly clicking the prohibited items because it was on top. So that was one. And here the user was very confused at where to look at, since everything was jumbled around the screen and it was just confusing with so many colors. And the third one that we got was that the user wanted a customer care icons after doing the payment sections, because he had a past experience with the Swiggy one where he just couldn't.
After doing the usability testing, the users had a lot of things to say, as mentioned. So a couple of changes that we made to the UI were, first of all, the user said that since Rapido is primarily a bike booking app, so we should switch the position of auto and bike. So we actually swapped the bike to the first position and auto to the second one. The third insight that we came across is that the users said that there were a lot of screens that were involved. So since we have to take care of both the first time users as well as regular users, so we introduced skip and continue buttons so that those who want to skip the tutorial, they can, and those who want to continue, they can do that as well. Thirdly, there was an insight that said that this pickup and delivery deliver location screen was quite cluttered. So we looked at a lot of competitors and how they did that, and we came across with a lot of amalgamations, and then we came up with clubbing all of them, and this is the use.
Extensively, we went process by process, and our first process was understanding the problem statement, including the business, the user, and what design outcomes will be there. After that, we decided upon the macro and the micro flows, followed by self-heuristic evaluation, where we mapped all the we mapped the relevant Jacobs heuristics principle with the existing flow and analyzed the app in depth. After that, we went to the phase where we were building our hypotheses and assumptions on each screen. So that was a way where we understood the user flows and how things will be very deeply. And then we also made intuitive assumptions, which we can later validate in the customer journey map process. The next was where we jumped into researching. So we, in the secondary research part, we found out statistical insights and behavioral insights. And along with that, we also did comparative analysis. We focused on, we had a lot of apps which we explored, but our main focus was Uber and Ola. And we wrote down the comparisons and then shortlisted the points. After that, we conducted primary research in the form of user interviews. So our user group was focused on 25 to 40 years age group, and we conducted user interviews. We shared our connections with each other, and then we reached the process of customer journey mapping, where we validated all of our assumptions, the insights that we got from our primary research, secondary research, and comparative analysis, followed by wireframing, where we started from rough wireframes on paper and pen, followed by digital, and then going to the prototyping stage and solving the problems that we shortlisted. And after that, the real test was usability testing, where we again tested with our users, and found out some insights, then again analyzed them, did how might we's, and then made the changes. So yep, that was it. And yeah.
Awesome.
And yeah, sorry for the abrupt switch to Notion doc. We had very less time to edit the video. Yeah.
No, totally good. Can't expect more. Out of the time you had and last minute finishing everything, and then where did you edit the video? What did you use for editing the video?
I was like, this is an app for VN. So I just picked all these things from Zoom. I just started it and I was like, just doing it. And it was like a very freaking experience. Literally freaking out. I was
Awesome. Yeah. So, but that's good. Lot of work done. Firstly, from the background all of you have here, from the team, which with most people also, especially appreciate Tanya being sick, having fever, and still pushed on and provided the support. Thank you so much. Special thanks. And everyone else having not really done the bigger projects, but still supporting and have learned all this on spot and still figured out. So really good work, guys. Really good. Obviously, there is a lot you can improve, but I think in 48 hours, all of you are totally much better versions of yourselves. What do you say?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, super excited to start the mini project now.
Yes. So Raghava, what do you say about being what were you 48 hours before and what are you now?
Very tired.
I know Raghava will give some answer like this. That's what I was asking. Anyway, so that is good. Srishti, what do you say?
I don't know. I was my mini project has been lacking for like more than a year, I feel like.
Now it will be over.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah,
Yes.
definitely. Yes.
Awesome. So very great job, guys. So please go and give a rating to what's the team name again?
Design Warriors.
Design Warriors. Please give a rating to Design Warriors on my Instagram story. Yes. Awesome. All of you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yes. Now we have, to end the show today, we have a special presentation.
Team
from
8.
Are they there?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Oh, sorry. Okay. Team 8, quickly, please come. Are you presenting something?
Yes, we are presenting, but it's just the video is rendering.
No problem.
So
No
it would
problem.
just take 2
Share your screen.
So what happened? Like our Zoom started crashing. We are shooting video from 10 o'clock, but it's not happening only for us.
No problem. Simant, not a problem. Just share your screen and quickly show your work and talk about it, and we should be good to going, right?
Okay.
Yes. So all the team members come first. Show your videos quickly.
Videos. It's videos are rendering.
Your video. Please come on video. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. Sorry.
Right now in the call, we are only 2 people here.
No problem.
One has gone to sleep and 2 are not well. And Saga might be joining any time after rendering the video.
Yeah. Not a problem. You kept all your effort to finish it. I was worried. I thought your team was not there because there is no status. So I just thought it's fine. But anyway, thank you for making this. So share your screen.
We kept editing video. It was not happening. We got frustrated.
It's okay. Don't worry. Now we have practiced it enough. Now we can quickly talk about it, I'm sure. Okay. So before that, let's have a picture. Yes. What's the team name?
Creative Visionaries.
Creative Visionaries. It's okay. See, firstly, Simant, Niharika, and the team. Are you better versions of yourself from 48 hours?
Yes, definitely.
Yes. Then the video doesn't matter. Don't worry. Okay. Technical difficulties can always happen. Don't worry about it. The video doesn't matter. Yeah. So, Yes, you are better versions of yourself. You know what you have done. Just talk about it. Okay. So let's have the photo. 3, 2, 1. Student for life.
Student for life.
Yes. Yes. Amazing. Okay. Yes. Share your screen. Who is going to present? Simant or Niharika?
Niharika, you'll present.
Oh, yeah. You present, no?
Sumant,
Okay, fine, I'll do it.
Both of you speak, present it quickly. Take 5 minutes, quickly show what you have done, show the initial flow and the improvements, and then walk through your Notion doc. Yeah.
Yes. Just give me a second.
Yes. I'm so proud, so really proud. All the teams. Yeah, the one good part is no team gave up in between. All the teams, in spite of what they had, how many people they had, pushed and finished the projects. That's the best part. And all the 9 teams finished the projects. And yeah, something which, there was sometimes some teams which dropped off, they couldn't handle. But yeah, that didn't happen over here. Absolutely loved it. Yes.
Can you see my screen?
Not yet. Yeah, now I can. Yes. Okay. So can you quickly show us your, what's the team? Show me your team and then you can show. Yeah.
Like Figma.
What's the problem statement?
Should I start with the Figma thing or the Notion thing?
Show me first, tell the problem statement.
Okay.
Just go with the flow. I think you know what to talk. Just go ahead.
Okay. So hi everyone, this is Samant from Creative Visionaries. So I'll quickly introduce my team. So we have Shraddha, Vrunda, Niharika, Sagar, Pratibha. So unfortunately, they could not be the part of this. So quickly moving on to the plan of action. So this is what we plan.
Share the problem statement.
Okay. I'll jump to the problem statement right away. Okay. So the problem statement that we received was to evaluate renting a movie flow of the Book My Show app, which included homepage, search, filter, movie detail page, rent and payment, and redesign the experience while identifying the opportunities to make usability better for tier 2 or tier 3 cities users, which will eventually lead to increasing daily activity daily activity users and the conversion. So this was the problem statement that we received. That helped us to understand a bit about the business, then the user and the needs. Then we selected the flow, which flow we would be working on. So after a little bit of evaluation of the app, we found that there were 3 possible flows we could go about it. So we just chose one flow because of the time constraints. For that one flow, that is search bar flow, I'll quickly go to the Figma thing that we have. So this is the 3 types of flow that we discovered. And then we just chose for search bar flow. And after that, we did the heuristic evaluation, both heuristic and intuition.
Talk about some of the observations there.
Yeah, sure. So some of the evaluation that we did, the very first one that we noticed was violation of visibility of system status, where we could not find the rent button or how to go about to rent a movie. So this was also familiar with most of the users that we interviewed. And apart from that, the major other problem that we found was there was no relevant coupons available to attract users, which we could apply on the rent. It was all for booking the tickets. And also one more problem that we discovered there was no option to choose the resolution of the screen for all the movies. So it was showing HD for some and then 4K and HD for some other movies. So these are the problems that we discovered, few problems that we discovered. And then based on those heuristics, we build a hypothesis. And okay, moving to the motion thing.
You can talk about your insights after research.
Okay, so based on these hypothesis statements, we had like 15 plus hypothesis statements. We did the secondary research part, wherein we did competitor research as well. And there we focused more on Amazon Prime and Google TV because of their popularity. And then as we knew that the target user were tier 2, tier 3 cities, we prepared few questions and did the testing with them. So we targeted 5 users.
You actually found people from tier 2, tier 3 cities?
Yes, yes.
That's really
So
good.
The first user was from Chhattisgarh. Someone was from two or three people were from Patna, and fifth person was from Orissa. So all the users were currently staying in tier 2 or tier 3 cities, having different professions. Some was students as well. So we had a good mix of age and users.
Yeah.
So based on the insights that we received from the users and sorry.
It's okay.
Based on the
don't take pressure. It's okay. Okay, no problem. Over. Hackathon is over. Marathon is also over. It's okay. Out of fun.
So okay, let me explain. You take this.
Yeah.
So based on these insights, we formed these journey maps. Can you scroll?
Yeah.
So we made these journey maps, and then we validated some of our hypotheses.
Do one thing. Show the UI and probably then talk about why you did that. That's a better way of explaining. Yeah. Yeah. This is better. Okay, where is the UI? Lot of work. I know 10-minute presentations are not really justice to a lot of effort and work out there. Very difficult to establish the context, right? But yeah, we should do it.
So here we made all these components and all.
Oh, you made components as well. That's good.
Yes. This work was done by Vrinda.
Yeah, they really good. Can you show the screens, the final screens?
So after the components thing, this was the final thing that we developed.
Yeah, what all you made? What all changes did you make?
Yeah. So the very first thing, if you go and see the first screen here, the home screen of existing Book My Show, it pops. It has this stream option instead of rent option. So that is what was confused.
It's okay. You don't have to jump. You just explain the new one because we saw the.
Okay. So that is what the users were getting confused about. So we in the component we designed this logo for the rent, and we replaced the stream option with rent. One more reason why we were doing that, because we were targeting tier 2 and tier 3 cities people, so they were not that caught up on the lingo part. So this rent will directly hit tier 1 city people also, and tier 2 and tier 3 cities also. So yeah,
makes sense. Then
after that, in this part we just changed the rent thing, and they had a search bar on top, so we replaced it with, again we designed this bookmark thing. Why this bookmark thing? Because existing app, there is no option to watch later or create
save for later.
Save for later or create our own wish list. So we created this and moved the search bar at the bottom so that it is more accessible. We did that, and then next comes the search bar title. Okay, so when we are accessing the search bar title in existing app, it shows irrelevant searches. It will just take few initial alphabets, and it will show all the similar, it will show celebrities also, events also. So that creates a confusion in user mind. So what we did, we segregated under movies. That means you can go there and book the ticket, or you can rent it. So this is what we worked on the search part. And after that, this is the page that we are currently seeing. on the app as well. So what we added here is the bookmark thing. Like we can click it and it will get saved and in under this bookmark, and then you get again the option of this buy and rent. And also we added this IMDb which is rating. So we were like, we wanted to give some rating from like IMDb or Rotten Tomatoes so that they can make the decision quickly. Presently, it is
Also,
not
we
like that.
changed these buttons. Like they both were pink only earlier, but we didn't
Okay.
understand because they were not like we couldn't focus on like which one is the CPA button, which one we want the user to click. So that is why
Yeah, you should
we
do
changed the
that, but yeah, that's
buttons
fine.
like this.
Then the third option, as I said, then the third screen, we, as I said earlier, there was no stable option of selecting. So we gave that for all the videos that were available. This also gives the user to freedom to choose according to their budget also. Like if they're watching on mobile, they can go for HD, or if they want to switch it on TV, they can buy a 4K thing, and according to their budget. And the
Yeah.
last thing was the coupon thing. So we were not getting coupons for rent. So we,
Oh, okay. Got it. Got it. Yeah,
yeah.
you got the user feedback. Yeah, got it.
We changed the coupons.
And previously the coupon page, the phones were not that nice. I mean, it was not in the readable status. We ourselves, when we were reading it, it was like not giving us enough information. So we cleaned that. And last is payment thing. We removed few of the items that were not necessary, like asking for your personal details, like Google,
Yeah.
email, and the contact details. So this was the final UI we did. And then again, we did the usability testing. So from there, the feedback that we could only test 3 people from like whoever we like. Previously we interviewed 5, but out of those 5 we could only interview 3 right now. So those people said that they want the search bar option on the top, because that's how they are used to, like either on Flipkart or wherever they go, the search options that they use is on top. So that was the one thing we got. So we again did the reiteration thing.
Got it.
Okay. And
Yeah, and the rest they said that it is really good. It is very easy to use, and they just liked it a lot. And mostly they said that
So where did your
we got
renting
this discount coupons.
bookmark went back to there?
bookmark we changed the
Bookmark went
bookmark to
back
my
in the
library.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Makes sense.
We changed it to my library thing.
Good,
And
good. Yeah. So your usability testing will stand guard whether you do it right or wrong. That's great, kid. That's really good. Really good. Yeah.
so that's it about it.
Yes. Just zoom out and show your total documentation just to have an idea. Just zoom out. Oh, this is the Notion one. Okay, no problem. Awesome, guys. So much good work. Yeah, we can stop it now. Yeah. Awesome. This is good. In spite of multiple members down, you still pulled it off. That is seriously really, really commendable. Very good portfolio work. Really, really good. Yeah. So you got a lot of positive comments as well. Yeah. So obviously there is some feedback, but I'll discuss about it later. But totally A+ for what was the team name? I changed it back to some other thing, but yes, totally A+ for effort. And really like the fact that you got some good insights in your usability testing and you made those changes in spite of loving what you do. You just were willing to make those changes. So that's a very, very good learning, right? So awesome. So all the people, please give a rating to team 8. What's the team name again?
Creative Visionaries.
Creative Visionaries. Yes. To Creative Visionaries, please give your rating and encourage them. Yes. And all the very best. Thank you. Thank you, both of you.
Thank you.
So awesome. So now we have the last surprise video by all the volunteers who kept a lot of effort building the workbooks, building an example project. They worked for a week try to build, like, imagine working with nothing, just with my guidance on this is how it has to be, this is how it has to be, and building everything from scratch, just with guidance, and putting all this together and giving references to all these people. And they have been totally helpful. The volunteers have been continuously, putting effort. Even now they're putting effort, helping me there, right? Totally helping all the teams, and they made this possible. So volunteers, just come on video and on, raise your hands over there. Let me spotlight you, and let us quickly present the video which you made as well. And let's get some, encouragement for that as well. Are you here? Yes. Okay, Rahul. Who else? There's a team.
Evaluative team, those who worked last week, if you are there, please raise your hand and
All
come.
the people,
Pragya,
all the people. Come on.
Manoj, Aditya,
Both the teams.
Samiksha, Pratibha.
Everyone.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not just that, workbook teams were also there, who were continuously making
Everyone.
Yeah, Asha. Yeah.
Please raise your hands. Yes, Pragya, Aditya, Asha. Who else? Who are other people?
Pratibha, Manoj. Manoj, where is Manoj?
Pratibha is not there. Manoj.
Where's Tanya?
Sheetal. Tanya also.
Yeah.
Tanya on video, please. Yeah, can't believe this is the third night and we are still running. Friday night, no sleep. Saturday night, no sleep. Sunday night, also 2 a.m. Yeah. We all deserve a big party. Yes. Sunaina also, he's here. Yes. Awesome. Anyone else, just raise your hand and I'll add you here if you are there present on this. So, yeah, all of you, firstly, a great thank you. Really a big thank you for all your effort. It definitely wouldn't have been possible in such a short time without your effort. Totally. I mean, I totally mean this. In just 2 weeks from when we had no workbooks for evaluative project, right? A new kind of a project to go and evaluate existing problems, existing flows, and make them better. We had no workbooks for that, right? From that stage to not just having workbooks, also having examples for the workbooks, and on top of it, volunteering and helping and making this hackathon happen, and making sure 9 teams without fail, all of them presenting over here. You made sure none of them dropped off. You always gave them encouragement to go ahead and keep pushing it. Obviously, you yourself also, a lot of people participated and helped and all that as well. So really tremendous effort. I should say, yeah, I am totally proud, just proud, so proud, because in this program, we are not just generating people who are just doing some course, watching some video, or doing some textbook things, but we are making people who do original stuff, on top of it, build for their own community, participate, and create amazing stuff like this, right? It's impossible to create, like, students coming to the maturity of building a new framework and making examples for the new framework, on top of it, going and enabling everyone else in the community to also build upon it and do their projects. This is tremendous. This is, what can I say other than being so proud, right? So this is really good, guys. Thank you so much. Anyone wants to talk about anything? Aditya should talk.
Okay, that was abrupt.
What is abrupt? You should talk about the efforts of the team. Yeah.
He's always ready to talk.
Okay, so I did join a little bit late, but I'm not gonna lie, the amount of work I saw, especially because I joined the example guys who prepared all the example. I mean, I looked at the exam file, and I was like scared. I was like, dude, what? I mean, this is literally it's huge compared to mini project because I've seen mini project stuff. I mean, I haven't done it, but I've seen stuff, and it was like way like ahead of it. I was like, what is going on? And then on this other hand, like this, the people who did the workbook, my God, the effort, the hard work is there. Like the grind was there. So yeah, and it was actually very fun because I got into
the point is, it's not just about like recommending some processes or dumping some things, right? It's about making sure all of it makes sense. Second thing is making sure that students can utilize them and perform tasks in a non-textbook manner, right? That's the most difficult part, and that is what these people are able to crack. And yeah, I mean, proud and I'm very proud and like proud for myself also that I'm able to enable these kind of people. Yeah, but yeah, so really good. I mean, I can happily go and boast about it, right? I mean, I have been also. That's one more thing, but I will be boasting more about you guys that look at the kind of quality of people we have over here. Genuinely. This is no joke, right? This is really not a joke. We genuinely have very good quality people over here, right? And yeah, I mean, so proud about this. Yeah,
we are missing Ajitesh.
Ajitesh, and we had that dislocation
Sana.
that, and
Sana
as
Elizabeth.
well.
Elizabeth.
Yes, missing them. A lot of effort from these guys as well. Yeah, and this is not enough. This platform is not enough. 2:15 a.m. is probably not the best justice for you guys, but still.
After 2 days of not sleeping.
Yeah. The third day is still running. I don't think we'll get sleep now also. We'll be in so much of excitement.
You can give us happy meals. We'll take it.
Much more, dude. Just
you have your complaint.
Expecting that I'll just, what do you say, just give some happy meal and wash my hands. Surprises are there. Awaiting all of you. Yes, but what's Pragna wearing suddenly?
Night suit.
It legit looked like an office suit to me. I was like, what?
Yeah, it looked like a blazer.
Yeah.
He's wearing after 5 or 10 days, I guess.
Yeah.
Now Pragna is celebrating. 2 days. Yes. So, Rahul, you want to say anything before we play your video, or all the team's video?
Yeah, abrupt for me also. I was not expecting this, but yeah, I want to. At this point, I want to remember the guys who are not there right now: Ajitesh, Sana, Elizabeth, Sweta, Manoj.
Yeah, Sweta was there here, no? Stepped off probably. Yeah.
And the best gift you have left us, Anudeep, is the strong bond. I can see somebody writing in the comment that I'm so sad that it's gonna end, and tomorrow we'll not have something to work together on.
Yeah. These bonds, that's the best part, right? I mean, when you work together and when you work with like-minded people, all of them passionate about something like this, and when you create such stuff, these bonds will always stay, right? Long time. Like, you will keep jumping in your careers, joining multiple companies, but these bonds will always stay, right? Who knows? You all might be in probably in 1-2 years, all of you might be mentoring a lot of other people and giving a lot of direction to a lot of people and do a lot to the community, right? I'm damn sure. I mean, there is no doubt about it, right? So yeah, we'll build one of the strongest communities and networks. Any company wants any designer, like just suddenly call, and like imagine Rahul like, Turende, I'll call and get you a designer quickly. Over, we are done, sorted. In a day, we are sorted with a new designer with all the kinds of skill sets. So that's how much strongly we are building this community. So
about the bond now, I would like to say,
why are you sitting there? 1 second.
While we were actually, we were just working on the project now. I I used to fight with Rahul every day. We used to have like fights every day. We used to एक बार तो ना हमने सर पकड़ने के लगे समझ नहीं आ रहा कि क्या हो रहा है. Like I like to fight, and then after that every day I used to call him. मुझे आज अच्छा लगा आज मैंने फाइटिंग कर ली हो गया है. But it was so nice, and
Yeah.
that was the first time मैंने देखा कि Figma का end भी होता है. मतलब in our project we were like
I didn't know. I thought it's like
Yeah.
we still don't know.
we were like end of Figma and like मूवी नहीं हो रहा आगे मूवी नहीं हो रहा. मतलब इतना ज्यादा काम था उसमें. It was, and we used to fight. कुछ ढूंढने के लिए we used to go like so high, and he was like यहाँ पर एक insight था जो सुना था या पढ़ा था या कुछ था. We used to bring that, and it was so good. And especially the leadership, I would say Rahul leaded the team so well. We were like always together.
Absolutely.
And the way he used to guide, not just guide, but the way he used to lead that particular area also. And we were like enjoying the process also. We were together, and he was communicating very well with the team members, with even Ajitesh's team also. So he was like switching again, here, there, and just like doing it very well, really.
Yeah.
Because I leaded this team, I could, there's so much effort go into leading something and just explaining the process to them. So like I was like missing him at that time, but I need Rahul to explain them something because I'm like so that was nice, but I really appreciate that.
So good. Yeah, very heartful, heartfelt. And yeah, don't worry, there is work from tomorrow as well, so nothing is going to end. Yeah, but obviously take celebrate and come back. There is so much work.
There'll be a sleepathon now for 24 hours.
Sorry, what?
There'll be a sleepathon now.
Sleepathon, yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, at one point this work becomes addicting.
Actually, yeah. Like now I don't know what to do with my life.
Yeah. We spoke about it. I think even after the UI challenge and the workbook when it was done, and we are sitting, no calls today.
Yeah,
We're
like,
waiting at night. Like,
अब
would
क्या करना है?
someone ask us to join? Yeah, I know. People are like, get a life, people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So good.
Great.
Okay, so let's quickly have your video before we close. Yeah. Who's sharing?
Rahul.
Yeah.
Hey everyone, welcome to the presentation of the case study of
No,
Team
no
Ninjas.
audio. There's no video here.
Visited as a part
Play it again.
of an hackathon.
Sorry.
Play it again. Yeah. No, share your screen and then play it. Let the screen come first and then play. It was working fine. Just share the screen, give a gap, and then start playing.
Okay.
You started even if your screen started to share. That's it.
Is it visible now?
Yes, it's visible now. Yeah.
Okay.
Now play it.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey everyone, welcome to the presentation of the case study of Team Ninjas. Visited as a part of an hackathon. The team members included Pragya, Rahul, Tanya, Batul, Pratibha, Samiksha, Aditya, and Manoj. The problem given to us was to evaluate the purchase flow of 1mg app
Speed it up a little
after
bit.
the user has
Rahul.
added items to the cart
Yeah.
and redesign the experience with the intention to reduce the cart abandonment rate for the first-time users. In order to understand the existing flaws in the app, we took screenshots of the entire flow and tried to evaluate them based on our understanding and also heuristic principles. We saw that the existing app has problems such as the care plan subscription pops up every time the user visits the cart. It may annoy the user, that is, we understood from our common understandings. Not just that, we saw that the minus button in the quantity section does not work once it has reached a quantity of 1. The user has to go and click on the remove button, which we felt would be problematic as it violates the heuristic principle called consistency and standards, as others app offer user to delete the item through the minus button itself. Not just that, on evaluating the coupon section, we saw that it is cluttered and there's a lot of details which might prevent the user to take quick action. And it again was coherent with the puristic principle of aesthetic and minimalism. Not just that, the apply button of the coupons which were not applicable were also same as that which was applicable, thereby violating the heuristic principle of error prevention. Likewise, we identified a lot of problems in the app, and we started with a primary research. We conducted interviews and usability tests with the users, and to our and noted that the user faced problems which we initially hypothesized. For example, they were frustrated with the remove button not working. After like we're not able to delete the item using the minus button. And in the coupon section, they felt that all the coupons were looking same, because of which they were not able to differentiate. Not just that, we got a newer insights, like in the delivery option section, they were frustrated that the delivery dates are shown in the almost the end of the purchase flow, whereas they would have appreciated if they would have known that the delivery would not happen as per their expected time. They would have taken a decision even before putting in a lot of effort of adding items to the cart and coming this far. So we redesigned the screens, and this is how our screens look like. For the care plan subscription, we redesigned and we removed the care plan pop-up, which occurs every time when we visit the cart, to a banner which would appear on the top of the card with a chevron, which might then lead to a screen which gives a pop-up and the details about the card. The user can then make a decision whether to add this subscription plan or to not. Not just that, we felt that in order to uh, facilitate the user to recognize what the item they have added better, we added an image of the medicine following the heuristic principle of recognition better than recall. We made sure that the delivery date is well shown in the cart itself, so that the user does not feel frustrated finding the delivery date later on. Not just that, for the minus button, we took inspiration from competitor apps and found that we can actually put the uh, delete icon, a dustbin icon, very near to these, so that once the user is not able to delete the item using this icon, he immediately recognizes that there is a delete icon specifically for removing it. We also went ahead to redesign the coupon screen so that it is the difference between the two coupons is easily recognizable by adding the coupon code in the top, a little bold and bigger font, because each coupon has different coupon code. Not just that, we made sure that the user is able to differentiate the value they are saving by making it very evident and prominent in the redesigned coupon. For the coupons which were not applicable, we grayed them out to prevent the user from making any errors. We also went ahead and revised the order in which the user fills the details of the address, considering that the users are based out of India, and in India, the PIN code is written after the user has given the street and the building name and other details in the last. So this is how we redesigned, and we went ahead to test with the users once again our redesigned prototype. In that, we came up with newer insights. User definitely said that the new designs are better in terms of aesthetics, but using that, they faced that this banner which gets created in the care plan looks like an ad banner, and the chevron does not look like something which would, on clicking on which, would lead to more ads. It does not look like something which will direct them to a second screen. Not just that, they felt that the CTA button looks like something which is slidable, and they felt that the amount of the card should be visible in every section of the purchase flow, so that they can readily compare it with the decisions they are taking. They also felt that in the address section, something needs to be signified, whether this is an home address or an office address, because in the initial flow, they do take such information. Not just that, they felt that the screen has a lot of information which prevents them to quickly analyze, assess what are there in the items there in the cart, and they felt it could be done better. Therefore, we redesigned it again. We made sure that the user gets a hang of the standard delivery date and the express delivery date, because in the second usability test, we came to know that the user were confused whether the delivery we also made sure that we redesigned the app care plan banner into something as this with clear CTA, and put it in the bottom of the cart, so that the relevant cart items and the cart amount can be shown in the first fold of the screen. for the app, the coupon applied user during the usability test 2 told that they were not able to understand if the coupon has been applied and what is the benefit they are actually getting by applying the coupon. They were not able to get a sense of it. So we designed it such that after the coupon is applied, a pop-up with which shows that the coupon is applied and the amount they are able to save is shown. Same goes for the care plan. So this is how we made changes to the existing flow. Our existing flow looked like this. We made a few changes. We bought the care plan in the top. They later realized that the user wants to see more important details and then other details, and therefore we bought it to the second fold of the screen with clear CTA. For the coupon section, we redesigned it and only to later understand that they also want to get a sense of how it feels like once it is applied. So we designed it again. For the address selection, we redesigned the order, and after that also came with an icon to symbolize what that address stands for. Now, all this was possible because in the background, we first started with understanding the problem statement, broke down the problem statement into sub-problems, understood the user, understood what needs to be solved. Later on, we did a self-heuristic evaluation coming up all the problems. We wrote down problems based on our intuitions. We formulated hypothesis. We went to do secondary research, found what other apps are doing, validated our hypothesis using that. We did competitive research. We read articles. We did primary research to understand the users, what actually problems they are facing. And not just that, since we did it with 5 users, we did analyze the data that we received through journey mapping. We evaluated them based on what they felt, what they thought, what could be their pain points. After that, we ideated the solution. Before ideating, we formed how might be questions to help us ideate better. Based on our how might be question, we ideated with our team, brainstorm what solution could be the best suited. We created wireframes, taking inspiration from other apps. We reiterated it again and again to come with a better solution, and we finally created the UI screens. Our UI screens were then converted into prototype, and using that prototype, we went again to conduct a usability test with 4 users. We took a validation of our solutions. We came up with more insights and tried to improvise our solution based on that. Not just that, in the beginning, we laid some few project timelines, and the entire project was completed in 48 hours with our team. Our learnings in this project was there's a lot that could be done, but we can do only what we can do in the limited time, and it's the users with which our final solutions needs to be checked, because what we think may work might not actually work.
Amazing. So this was the video, yeah, which inspired multiple videos. Yeah. Yep. Thank you. I mean, this was a project, the video, the project, the workbooks, everything which inspired everyone over here. And what you saw over here was without any reference. So yeah, that's something which is totally commendable, right? So happy, so proud, and so happy for all of you. This is really good. I don't think our celebrations will stop here. We will do much more. I think all of us should have a meetup for sure now. Long time we were waiting to have a meetup. So yes, obviously we have to decide where to meet up and stuff. Most probably it is in Bangalore, but yeah.
Bangalore.
But definitely we'll have a meetup and let's celebrate this whole stuff. This is really good. We'll be celebrating it because more than anything, the main reason we'll celebrate is for a lot of cohorts from now, for a lot of students, we have laid very strong foundation. This is going to help a lot of people do very good projects, build very good portfolios, and also do very good impactful work, impacting businesses, bringing research, impacting businesses, and do proper UX work, and increase the standards of UX in their own companies as well. This is how much valuable the work, what we have done right now, right? So for that reason, we should definitely celebrate. Yeah. This hackathon is a very small part of the whole success which we are going to have from now, right? So awesome, guys. Thank you so much. I'll be inviting Kavya to talk a little bit about us. But before that, yes, special thanks to Rahul. My sincere special thanks to Rahul. I think the bond between me and Rahul also has drastically improved, and I'm very comfortable with Rahul now. So I'm totally can trust Rahul with everything. So all I said was on a phone call when it all started, like, Rahul, please, I need you here. We need to do this. This is the thing what needs to be done. And then like everything happened. It happened. Right. Now, that's the biggest part. Like I was only indicating everything on calls, and everything was happening. And in a lot of places, he himself ideated a lot of stuff. He brought in this, that, added people to community grouping, this, that, so much stuff. It happened. So Rahul, you are a very, 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 very valuable resource to any company out there. You need to, if you want to hire someone very valuable, someone whom you can trust, get things done, manage people, get things done, also have very good UX maturity. Rahul is here. Hire him. Is not going to come for low cost. I'm telling you, right? You have to pay a lot to get this guy from here, right? So yes, awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Special
Thank you,
thanks.
Anudeep.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. So yeah. Also inviting Kavya over here. Kavya, so do you have something which you want to share with all of us as closing note? Some encouragement?
Yes.
You being the alumni mentor. Yeah.
First of all, I think all of you should be really, really, really proud of yourselves for actually doing so much work in 48 hours. And I don't just mean in terms of the quantity that you've done, but truly even the quality was commendable. Like even, I was noticing how things were so detailed and so thought through, and all of that was actually reflected in your solutions as well. Like I was previously talking about how like that sometimes what happens is that the solutions are very UI based or something like that, but then everything, like your solutions were so mature and so strategic also. So that was very nice. And other than that, I think one thing that like as Amritiba had mentioned last time, she said that how sometimes your solutions don't actually map back to all the insights that you've gathered, but I don't think I saw that problem anywhere. Like I think everything was really taken care of. So for me, it felt like all the mistakes that were made previously, those weren't made now. And I think that's also like a huge for the volunteer team, and also Anudeep for sort of crafting this whole thing in such a way that the mistakes that were made previously were not made this time.
Absolutely. That will happen. The UX of the UX program will always be sorted out.
That's nice.
Yeah.
And actually, like, it was nice. I felt really nostalgic when I was like talking to all the groups, and I was just seeing them like frantically doing the UI, and like me coming and saying, oh, you have to do it by 6 p.m. And, it was just like really nice. And I think one thing is, I mean, I'm sure that this whole experience, you really connected with people, with your group members. And I think one thing I'd like to tell you is maintain, and flourish that sort of relationship, because that will really help you later on. Like even me and my friends, when we were in our thing, we still share assignments, we still talk to each other. And I think it's a really nice thing, keep that friendship alive. And other than that, I think obviously for Anudeep as well, I'm sure all of this was also possible because of like the mentoring. And also I think the fact that you keep checking on them constantly, that is a major push, is what I feel, because there will be chances where you're like, hey, 48 hours, let's just give up. But, when you see someone that is pushing you and sort of just telling you that this is fine, you'll manage to do it and you've done a great job, at least pushes you in the right direction.
Yeah.
I think that in itself is great. So
thank you for that. Yeah, it only encourages, I mean, if people can do this good work, it only encourages me to do more and more and more of it. Right? This is just a starting.
Like I really just remember the previous hackathon. I see this hackathon, it's just completely different, even in terms of quality, in terms of everything. So
absolutely. The next hackathon is going to be even more better. Yeah. Awesome. Yeah. So that's the, people ask, what's the secret of your energy and all, like what Asha is saying. The secret is very straightforward. When you're seeing such good results, such good perspectives, we're doing genuine stuff here. There's no other secret, right? We're doing genuine stuff here. All of us, we try to understand ourselves, and all of us engage in our core strengths. What are we and how do we engage in our core strengths? And we do that, everything will be very, very good, right? Now, that's the most difficult and most easiest part to do as a mentor. You just have to understand the right qualities of the right persons, engage them in that activity, and it will be done, right? So yeah, so figuring that out will take time, but once that is figured out, then it's all magic. Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah,
So
I
yes,
have two lines. Yeah, this just made me realize. Yeah, all these things which are said about me would never have been possible if a man did not trust me and saw those qualities. So I would have been the same guy 2 weeks back. None of these realizations would have come to me. Even my friends tell me that I'm so confident now. So a little shout out to the guy who dreamt that this is possible, this hackathon is possible, who took chances when there was no ways out, but trusted himself. Yeah. And is doing such a good job transforming lives. He has transformed my life, definitely. So yeah.
Thank you so much. That was very heart touching. Thank you so much. Thank you, guys. Thank you. That is yeah. I mean, yeah, as I said, you keep doing such awesome stuff. This is only the beginning. There is so much we will do, right? It definitely doesn't stop with us. So good, guys. So good. So happy. Thank you, everyone. Yeah. Awesome. So now let's celebrate by dreaming first, and then let's start our sleepathons. I wish I also had such a nice sleeping costume. What do you call it, Pragnya? Okay, when I used to see these in movies and like, oh, people wear different clothes when they sleep. Oh my God. So middle class, you know. We were so middle class to start thinking people had different clothes for sleeping. But yeah, now we know Pragnya is not middle class. Yeah.
Thanks to UX, I will never be.
That is a very good comeback. That is a really good comeback. Absolutely. Yeah. Amazing. So, impact of Ajio. Yes, so good, guys. All of you. Thank you so much. And all the people who have been watching this live, also, thank you so much for all the support, all the people who have supported us on Insta, on YouTube, and all the people, all the students who are aspiring. You know what? A lot of you have inspired all the upcoming batches, all the people who have been watching this.
Yeah, people on Instagram are going balls. They're like, how do I take part? I'm like, do the course. You
Yeah.
What community I want to join? People are going mad on Instagram.
Absolutely. Right. Yeah. You don't even have to do special ads or anything. Yeah. So yeah, when you build genuine stuff, when you have everything in front of you, and when there are students, like it is impossible to fake something like this, right? It's impossible. Like, how can I go like possibly pay all these people and make them do all this stuff and fake all this stuff? Like, impossible, right? Yeah. Awesome. I think we'll keep sharing our stories as well. I think that will relate more to people, right? I mean, all of your initial stories, all the kinds of confusions you had, all the stuff, right? When people see those stories, we will be inspiring a lot more people, because a lot of people relate to your beginnings right now. And when you show that this is possible by me, and this therefore it is possible by you as well, when you show that, a lot of people's perspective, I mean, a lot of people's lives will change more than anything over here. Like, imagine not having the direction, not having that, you know that you are a much better person, and you did not have the direction, you did not have someone trusting you with that. And then finally, when someone gives you that, hey, you know what, I have a relatable story, probably it might work for you. And once you find that it's totally different, that person will be totally grateful to you for your entire life. And I know that, right? So all of you must definitely go share your stories and help out a lot of people out there. They will be inspired, and probably if it works out for them, I'm telling you, you will be their guru for the entire life. They'll always keep calling, like, probably they are younger to you, they're elder to you, and they will have huge respect to you for your entire life, right? So yeah, top class mentors also coming out of this program will be coming. Yeah. Awesome, guys. So good. Awesome. So let us start the celebrations on UXM VC, and let's put everyone else to sleep. So see everyone. Thank you. Thank you so much for participating. Yeah. Bye. 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 All of you come on video. All of you come on video. Let's have one last photo. Last photo. One second. Last photo. All of you come on video. Yes. Last photo. All of you also open your phones. Take these snapshots. Put something on your Insta stories. Tag one another. Tag me. Tag everyone. And put it on your stories. Let's make some noise. Yeah. Okay. Phones ready? Yes. Do a video recording only. Okay. Let's do the 3, 2, 1 student for life. Yeah. Yes. And keep shouting. Okay. Everyone keeps saying student for life continuously. Yeah. Okay. Video started. 3, 2, 1, go. Student for life. Student for life. Yes.
Student for life.
Everyone, come on. Don't stop. Don't stop.
I guess that's it.
No, it is not. It is student for life. Yo, student for life. Student for life. Come on.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's just combi flam kicking in. That's all.
क्या फूक के आए हो?
I've been high on combi flam.
High on combi flam.
Awesome. Okay, guys. Awesome. See you then. Bye.